Freedom. Nobody know what is wrong. Ẹlòmíì ọmọ tán pè freedom. Hey. Freedom. Ẹlòmíì ọmọ tán pè freedom. Happy Women's Day. Akérèlé spare part market ó ti jóná ní Lagos. Welcome to the lecture room. Nobody know what is freedom in Nigeria. They love their politician. They don't have money in their hands. They don't know what it is, Lucky Dube. Discrimination all over the world. I say good morning and welcome to the program. Racial discrimination. We want to be free, but they don't want us to be free. Lucky Dube. Yeah. Yes. Happy Women's Day. Nígbà tó ọmọ tó ń pè freedom òdìgbà tó bá lówó lọ́wọ́. Jack Olushola, good morning. Welcome, my brother. I am your last man standing. Freedom. 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 Killing innocent people in the southeast, killing innocent people in the northwest. Who doesn't know Buhari government? Happy Mother's Day to all our listeners. Nobody know why they don't want the freedom. À ń pè Yorùbá nation wọ́n dá wa lóhùn. Come on, dance. Ẹ dìde níbi tẹ́ bá wà, ẹ ju bọ́dì yìí. Àwọn ọkọ ọmọ kan pè freedom. Nobody know why he's crying. Nobody know where he's crying. Why don't you want to be free? Easily now, Yoruba nation, Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation, Yoruba nation. Yes. Happy Mother's Day. Mo kí gbogbo kó ìkíni di àti spirit dàgbé wọlé láàárọ̀ yìí nìyẹn. Easily now. Mo kí bàbá wa Ìgbòho ṣá. Say, mama mia. Àwọn ará Yorùbá ò fẹ́ free nínú bondage lugard. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn akíkanjú obìnrin tó ti kú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Hey. Ìsínínà. Hey. Yeah. Lucky Dube. Ẹlòmíì àwọn tó ń pè freedom. Racial discrimination. Dance to freedom. Muslim láti ní freedom, Christian máa ní freedom, oníṣẹ̀ṣe máa ní freedom. Yeah. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Yeah. Freedom. Freedom. The heaven is knocking in the Yoruba land. The heaven is knocking in Yoruba land. Orílẹ̀-èdè. Àgbéga. Ìgbàgbọ́. Ìbẹ̀rù.
Tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i o. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, a máa délẹ̀ lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yorùbá nation.
Without Nigeria, you won't be where you are. 160, we are far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We are far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at what we have to do. I think it's a shame that even when women in Ghana can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces. I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The process of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Countries were refused at first, but we have to remember, and this is a really important point, that self-determination is an inalienable international right and a law as well. And other countries will recognise Scotland's democratic choice expressed at the ballot box. They will recognise that because that is the route that many other countries have taken in order to become independent. And just to make that point, that international law is very pragmatic.
If you don't allow we Biafrans go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia, and today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. That's a Somali visa. Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction, and there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension.
Land or Nigeria. The audio is back. It's back. Moki Bobo Ale can say, I repeat what I said earlier. My time here is just 10 minutes past 10 a.m. It is Wednesday, March 8, 2023. We send greetings to the global community, and we send greetings to the Yoruba land, and we send greetings to everyone out there. The audio is back. Just refresh in case you're not getting the audio. Refresh. It is Women's Day, as I'm sure women in Yoruba land needs to be free. Women in the northern part of Nigeria needs to be free. Women in the southeast needs to be free. Women in the middle belt needs to be free. We do not need to have IDP, internal displaced people, across that geographical location known as Nigeria. This is Koiki Media Live. It is what it is, and it is exactly the beautiful Wednesday program just before the Star Radio UK. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa lénìí, mo kí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ kú rọ́jú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ kú rọ́jú tí Nàìjíríà ṣe ń fi ìyà jẹ yín lọ́tùn lósì, ní abiyamọ, ní ọmọdé, ní arúgbó, ní àgbàlagbà. Ìdí tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín that you are not celebrated is because of the contraction that we found ourselves known as Nigeria. Nigeria is not for the Yoruba people. The Yoruba land or the Yoruba kingdom has been around for a very, very long time before the creation of what is known as Nigeria. And when Women's Day are celebrated, we must remind international community that so many of the Yoruba women as of today are stuck in what is known as Nigeria today. And we will continue to remind the world, especially our friend, the United Kingdom, and likewise America and the rest of the global community, that the Yoruba people are well-respected people, accommodating, loving, but they would rather want to have their own independent country, and we can become great friends with the international community. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tó wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. A kí àwọn obìnrin wa tó ti kú ní either during the era of 1700, 1600, because our creation into being in existence is far, far longer than anything you can think of. But because ó ṣe wọn Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ló ṣe, maybe we could not have been colonized and we would have moved more quicker and more faster than in time fixed lane. But bó ṣe wọn Elédùmarè ló ṣe ń rìnrìn àjò yẹn. So tá bá ń sọ pé Yorùbá kingdom, it has been in existence. Ó ti wà tipẹ́tipẹ́, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n ti cut out in tó ń pè ní Yorùbá kingdom kúrò nínú mentality wọn. Wọ́n kàn mọ̀ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí, but wọ́n really understand kí ni ìdí tí kingdom kan ṣe wà tó di pé kingdom yẹn lọ sílẹ̀ àwa ń pètò à ń bẹ̀ à ń ṣe gbogbo ohun tí kingdom yẹn lè fi padà kí àṣeyọrí lè wà fún fáwa kọ́ nìkan àmọ́ fún ìran tó ń bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin alálùbáríkà ẹ̀yin gangan ni a máa kí pẹ̀kú rọ́jú whether you are outside Nigeria operating or you are inside what is known as Nigeria. We send greetings from Koiki Media to each and every one of you. So many of you tí ẹ ráyè jáde kúrò ní Nigeria ẹ̀yin lẹ ń gbé bùkátà tó pọ̀ jù. I was watching a video and this again is just an advice. Living abroad, especially United Kingdom, is a very beautiful one. You have freedom, but please, especially ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe ń dé, à ń fi Elédùmarè a fi ń bẹ̀ yín. I've just watched a video on somebody's page. Ẹ má fi ọmọ kékeré sílẹ̀ nínú ilé nìkan. This is not contraction Nigeria. This is called United Kingdom. Ìlú tó ní òfin. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ní ọmọ nílé, mo fẹ́ sáré lọ ra mílíkì, ẹ tì wọ́n mọ́nú ilé, ẹ jáde. I mean, I thought this is done and dusted, but a gbọ́dọ̀ tún máa rántí pé àwọn kan tí ń jápa. And you have the right láti jápa until tá bá gba Yorùbá land. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ máa ń bí pé kí ló dé tí mo encourage àwọn èèyàn kan jápa. If you have the means to jápa, but má gba boat wọlé àti ṣe program rẹ̀ lánàá. Tó bá gba boat wọlé, wọ́n máa dé padà lọ sí Rwanda. There's a new law tó ti jáde ní UK. Mo sọ pé màá máa ṣe documentary and I think it's time I start doing my life experience in UK. 24 years, kò ń ṣe mọ́ínmọ́ín, 365 days every year, multiply it. And out of that 24 years, 14 or 15 good years, I did not leave UK. Èmi àti wọn jọ ń breed, a jọ ń jẹ, a jọ ń mu. So for me to watch a video where two couples, ìyàwó ṣẹ̀dé ní about 4 or 5 months ago according to that story, which is a reality. Ọkọ ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́, wọ́n wá níyàwó ní òun ò ṣiṣẹ́ látijọ́ tóun ti dé, wọ́n wá ríṣẹ́ 4 hours fún, ó wá ti ọmọ 5 years old àtọmọ 3 years old mọ́nulé pé tọ́pọ̀ ẹ má máa fi tètè dé bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ọkọ ẹ máa lọ helicopter bí àwọn Odoya family tán máa drop ẹ̀ síwájú ilé ẹ̀. Mentality Nàìjíríà yẹn ẹ jẹ́ sọnù tẹ bá ti ń dé border UK kó má jẹ́ pé òun ló máa kó bá ẹ. This is a woman tó l'opportunity láti wọ UK but kò rẹ́ni ṣàlàyé fún. Kò rẹ́ni ṣàlàyé fún pé UK kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn nítorí pé UK kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà. Má bínú, máa jẹ breakfast mi but ní rí mi ti máa ń jẹ torí pé wọ́n ti ní kí n máa ń jẹun kí n má máa fi wọ̀nyí. Oúnjẹ ti wà níbẹ̀, oúnjẹ ti máa jẹun nílé. Mo ní sọ tó wà ń bẹ̀ fún ẹ. N tó bá wọn ẹni kò máa rò pé wà nù ẹ bọ tèmi lélẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yé yín, ó ní mílìkì lórí, ó lè máa ronú sí pé ṣé ògì bàbá ni Koiki pé mu ní àbí oúnjẹ tí máa jẹ nìyẹn. Máa dọ́gbọ́n jẹ́, má wọrí, ìwọ má wọrí. Àpọ̀ rẹ̀ ni gbogbo lórí platform. Mo kí dáadáa ìyá wa Ọláìdé Ọlátẹ́jú, mo kí gbogbo ìyá alálùbáríkà tí bá ti rẹ̀ ìyá ìmọ̀ máa kí yín. Ìyá wa Adéọ̀ṣun Adélani mo kí yín. Àwọn obìnrin la máa kí púpọ̀, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ má wọrí, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ẹ má wọrí, ẹ̀yin kọ́lá fi kí láàárọ̀. Ìyá wa Olúbùnmi Olóyèdé Ayíláká. Ṣé mo pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa mọ́mì? Mo kí yín. Women's Day. Arábìnrin wọn ní òun ò ríṣẹ́ látijọ́ tó ti dé. Mo kí ìyá wa Esther ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mọ́mì. Ìyá wa Bolúwapé Olúwafẹ́rànmi mo kí yín. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin àkíyín láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ àti bínú sí àwọn obìnrin nìkan ni mò ń kí. Wọ́n ní wá fi ọmọ ọdún 5 àti ọmọ ọdún 3 ó tì wọ́n mọ́nú ilé kó sáré lọ fa gbùrù 4 hours. And as you know, eléyìí ò ṣe pé èṣù ń lé ẹ láti Nàìjíríà, ìwọ gangan ni kí n má lo èṣù, Satan. Mo kí ìyá wa Rachel Olúwadáìsí, mo kí dáadáa ìyá mi Koiki ti cereal or oat ìyá yìí kí ló máa ń ṣe yín ẹ̀yin obìnrin wa yìí ẹja tí mo ń tán máa ń ṣe fáwọn ọkọ wọn wọ́n ti sáré lo ìtọ́ máa ń ṣe fáwọn ọkọ wọn láàárọ̀ pé dáàlì jẹun kó tó lọ́bi iṣẹ́ ẹ mà fáwọn ọkùnrin alágídí wọ́n dúró dè mí níbi iṣẹ́ wàhálà ibi iṣẹ́ ìlú yìí wọ́n tún ọkùnrin kan ọmọ Nàìjíríà kò commit suicide bó kú lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ depression wà nílùú yìí o tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation depression ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ pẹ̀lú mi irú àwa nísìn àti di paraku mọ́ níbi eléyìí lórí kíkọ́ nífọ̀ mo níṣẹ́ kankan tí mo wá ibi tí mo ṣiṣẹ́ ìyàwó mi ti lọ́bi iṣẹ́ èmi náà wà ń bíbà yìí mo ń ṣe ti máa ṣe depression kills a lot of us in this shit hole mo fi sọ pé shit hole country because country tó dà ní Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí èmi ní shit hole but wọ́n ní problem pẹ̀lú àwa tiwọn it's not a shit hole country Nigeria ní shit hole mo kí ìyàwó Lásùnbọ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyàwó tẹ́tí wọlé lórí Instagram ẹ má bínú tí báyìí ti dárúkọ yín wọ́n ní arábìnrin yìí ó ti ọmọ ọdún 3 àti ọmọ ọdún 5 ó tì wọ́n sínú ilé kó lọ sáré ṣiṣẹ́ 4 hours ìgbà tọ́pọ̀ ẹ máa fi wọlé ọlọ́pàá ti wà nulẹ̀ o mo ń bẹ ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń dé ẹ̀yin JJC tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń dé UK look UK no be Nigeria o UK no be Nigeria UK ló ń pè bíbà kò ń ṣe Nigeria I know a lot of us has to work ẹ ti ta property yín ẹ ti ta fáwọn ọmọ Igbo anyway ẹ ti wọ UK bíkọ gbogbo owó yẹn ẹ ti fi ṣe visa ẹlòmíì lo 10 million láti fi wọ̀lú yìí ẹlòmíì lo 15 million ẹnì kan ló mọ̀ ní UK dà tó bá ráyè tó wá wọ Amẹ́ríkà tàjàkìyà ìlú gbami nìyẹn ó tóbi bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ mu ní. but à ń bẹ̀yìn ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń wọlé ẹ̀yin newcomer tẹ̀ ṣe ń join wa please n tó ò bá yé yín ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn kó má di àkóbá àdábá sí yín lẹ́sẹ̀ torí pé we do not want our people okay ó dà ń pé èèyàn kan ń pè mí hello bàbá wa èmi ni last man stand gbogbo yín sẹ má wọrí táyà yìí bá ti ń já tẹ́ bá ti dé láàárọ̀ màmá sọ́tùlà ẹ̀yà yín yẹn á máa wálẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣe fi dá sórí ètò ni bàbá. mo wà lórí program ṣé wàá pa ẹ pè mí létà lọ́wọ́sàn ẹ ṣe gbọ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ọmọ Tinubu ní UK àbára wa jà Ọlọ́run mo kàn ní yọjú sí yín nítorí pé mo mọ tẹlifíṣàn oúnjẹ fún mi wàláì I would rather stay on my own mo ní pàtí kan tí mo fẹ́ lọ bí bá fẹ́ jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ màá ní kíyàwó mi rò fún mi bí bá fẹ́ jẹ pounded yam mo níbi kankan tí mo fẹ́ lọ because I don't trust anybody mo sorry gan ẹni tó bá fẹ́ rí mi já ṣe meeting yẹn lórí Zoom má bínú mo wà very very important nísìnyí fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá and the last thing is for me to come and be used as a scapegoat. Abẹ́fẹ́ dá sẹ́rẹ̀ tó ní. Ọ̀ya ẹ máa sọ ẹ fẹ́ wo ohun tí mo fẹ́ jẹ àbí. Wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín gbogbo àgbáyé ń gbọ́ yín. Ọ̀dà ẹ sọ tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ awo ṣé kò yẹ pé mo ti ṣẹ̀ tí bá tẹ̀sẹ̀ yẹn máa dáríjì mí ni yémi làbúrò yín ó yá igbó sókè gbogbo yẹn ń gbọ́ yín wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín. ok Ìjẹ̀ṣà ẹ̀dẹ̀ láìkì yan báyìí kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ó yá igbó sókè yẹn máa kó pẹ́.
Torí Ọlọ́run tọ́jọ́ Yorùbá nation ní nítorí ìkàtà gbogbo ẹ̀mí mi.
àgbọ̀ ìsà.
wọ́n ti wà nílùú òyìnbó over 30 years.
ẹ pẹ́ jù mí lọ nìyẹn bí 6 years lẹ́bi jù mí lọ èmi ni mo dé báyìí ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ti padà sílé ẹ̀yin ò ti padà èmi náà ti padà ó lágbára o.
Mo gbé ní ìyẹn mo ní fáàmù. Kò sí nǹkan tí èèyàn wá gbogbo yìí ẹrú là ń ṣe ní UK lóyìnbó tá àwọn ẹrú là ń ṣe. Kò sí nǹkan tó kó ẹrú là ń ṣe. Pépè bá ẹ̀wọ̀n yìí ẹ̀wọ̀n black box. Nǹkan tí mo fi ní wọn wọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n torí Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ Èkó yìí fi ọwọ́ yín ẹ̀jọ̀.
Ẹ tún gbọ́rọ̀ Èkó yìí dé bàbá wa. Ó dáa.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ìjọ wà ní ìgbà lọ́wọ́.
Ó dáa.
Ìgbà wọn jí ìgbà àkókò tí wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹni tí náà bá dùn pé bàbá wà níbi tó wà yẹn máa lè ní wàláì.
Ọ̀tí kọ́lọ́ọ̀sì ìsinmi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àgbàlá níbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ parọ́.
Kò sí ọjọ́ ìyá ní tóbi tí wá. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbẹ́ ìjọba ni mí o. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ ẹlẹ́kùn ti orí ògbé yẹn tó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀fì. Orúkọ lórúkọ fóònù lórúkọ ni. Ọlọ́ mọ̀ ọ́ ṣé Fálómù ni. Ṣé Fálómù ni àbí Kúlómù? Owó Èkó náà fi pé Èkó ṣe ni. Ṣùgbọ́n Èkó pé owó Èkó ni àwọn náà fi jó pé pọ́ọ̀tù Èkó.
Àwọn báyìí ti gbàgbé ní wọn rántí stream ọ̀nà ẹ má bínú sí wọn.
Ṣọ́ra àdá lẹ́nu. Nígbà tí àwọn àdìgbò.
Mọ̀mí Esther ẹ má bínú. Mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Àwọn àdìgbò kékeré kọ́ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
In the next 3 years and 50 years.
Má ṣe o.
Ọ̀tá àwọn àdìgbò kékeré. Gbogbo fertility náà máa ń fún wa. Wọ́n ní àwọn bíi alágbèrè ní medical center kékeré kan ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá ti síkì lọ síbẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ wá pọ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀. Medical center kékeré gbogbo.
Oye.
Báàgì lèmi báàgì ọmọ alátọ́lé.
Àgbọ̀yé sà.
Ibẹ̀ ni bàbá àti ìyá mi ti gba aṣọ. Wọ́n fi lékùn sí ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn tó ní ìwò sẹ́tù. Tí o mọ̀ pé
ẹ má yẹ ká bá àwọn ọba ìjà fi wọ́n lẹ̀ kò tí wọ́n ti understand ní ẹ̀ máa yẹ jẹ́ kájà máa ṣe ọtí wa lọ ká má bu ọba wọn ní ọba má bu ọba wọn ní ká fi wọ́n lẹ̀.
Tí gbogbo ìyá dáwà jẹ́ àyè lórí. Ọmọ méjì mú wá ní ibi. Kẹta máa wọ yunifásitì.
Lọ́nà bá ń dúró tì wọ́n, àdúró ti tiwa náà.
Ó ń lọ pé tí gbogbo wa ń jìyà lé lórí, à ń tẹ̀yà pé a tó padà sí ìpẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ọlọ́run ní fún wọn gbà lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ má wọrí. Àṣìṣe lé lórí ẹ má wọrí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá náà ni gbogbo èèyàn ti sọ ẹ má wọrí.
Ọ̀rọ̀ kan jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kan.
Mo ń gbọ́ sà.
Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn àwọn ọmọ ìgbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ kò ní. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ló dìbò fún ẹgbẹ́ ṣe é ṣe kí òun náà lè gbàgbé. Ọmọ kí kókò sọ pé ìyàtọ̀ ìfẹ́ Yorùbá ni ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ̀jọ̀ fún ẹ̀ wọ́n tó pa lórí Yorùbá ní ṣe. Wọ́n tó pa lórí Yorùbá. Ẹgbẹ́ lè ká ikú bọ́ lọ́wọ́ pa o. Lẹ́kùn bá bọ́ lọ́wọ́ nígbà àfikún aláàrẹ o.
Mo ti gbọ́ ibi tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dé àti ibi tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dé ó ti yé mi ẹ má wọrí ẹ fi jókòó sílẹ̀. Ẹ já sọ ìjókòó lábẹ́ aṣọ ẹ ṣe gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa mo kí bàbá mi bàbá wa mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin wòlíì àwọn wòlíì sì wà mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Victor àti náà fi kí ọkùnrin láàárọ̀ ìyá wa pásítọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀yàn obìnrin la fi kí Women's Day. Èmi àbúrò yín náà ni lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹni tó bá jẹ́ JJC tó bá ṣẹ̀ délùú yìí mo bẹ̀ torí Ọlọ́run má fi ọmọ kékeré sílẹ̀ sínú ilé ó léwu gan ó lè ní èèyàn kọ́kàn mọ̀ ìlú yìí ni mo mọ̀ pé èèyàn wà nínú ilé tó ń wẹ̀ tó mọ̀ ń wẹ̀ gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ ládùúgbò ẹ̀ wọ́n rí ẹ tó bá mọ́ ọmọ wọlé tí wọ́n nìkan bá dá jáde wọ́n mọ iye èèyàn tó wà nínú ilé. Please, it's just an advice. Àìná ọ̀pẹ́ ìdẹ́sẹ̀ ń dé ẹ̀ ní understand àwa tá gbé ní bíbáyìí àwa náà ṣe kí ni a ṣe sùúrù ni mo kí ìyàwó Abọ́sẹ̀dé àwọn obìnrin nìkan là ń kí láàárọ̀ yìí mo kí ìyàwó Adémọ́lá Fúnkẹ́ Ọmọ́tọ́lá wọn ní ẹ̀kọ́ ètò sà mo kí ẹ̀yin fine beautiful sisters kò ń ṣe fọ́ọ̀tì yín aláì táwọn ọkùnrin abuse ní that messed up Yorùbá land tàbá gba Yorùbá country ọ̀bí ọkùnrin náà dá òfin máa wà tó máa tọ́jú àwọn obìnrin ìgbà fún UK UK no ìgbà fún wọn wọ́n ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́ ṣe rí òfin ó wà very very important tẹ́ bá ti tọ́jú obìnrin tẹ́ tọ́jú ọmọdé ìtọ́nà fishing gbàdúrà UK nìyẹn gbogbo àṣìṣe tó ń ṣe káàkiri àti tó ti ṣe tipẹ́ ó yẹ kí Elédùmarè ti dájọ́ fún wọn wọ́n fọmọ kékeré ṣeré wọ́n fi ọmọdé wọ́n fi ṣeré ọláì ìkan náà àwọn tíìmù wa ọmọ ẹ̀ já sínú kòkó ọbẹ̀ lánàá ọ̀gbọ́n tó ń tẹ̀rìn èmi tẹ̀ ti sùn ló bá pè mí ó send voice note àti fídíò ọmọ yẹn ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló wọnú omi ọbẹ̀ kò ń ṣe nínú ilé wọn ara safety tá a sọ pé Nigeria is a messed up country ìtàlélẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o accident inú ilé ló burú jù bọ̀ọ̀ṣẹ̀ wá tún rí títa accident happen mo sọ fún yín lánàá èèyàn mẹ́ta kú lánàá náà ní weekend nílùú èyí ní Wales òun la fi ṣe program lánàá nígbà tí mo rí picture ọmọ yẹn ilé ló padà gbé wá ẹ̀rí reason tí mo ṣe máa ń feel angry nígbà míì tí bá wà lórí program because àwa la wà ní back end ẹ̀yin lẹ́ lóríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá a máa ń rí tó lè jẹ́ kíyàn wá sórí program kíyàn ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ mi sọ ó jẹ́ pé àtọ́ba àti gbé èèyàn lè ṣépè fún gbogbo wọn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni mo fi dárúkọ state yẹn ọmọ tó jábọ́ sínú òkú ọbẹ̀ ẹ wá gbé padà wá sílé ṣé ilé ló ń gbèrò ọmọ yẹn wá ẹ wá ní kí àlùbáríkà wà ní Nàìjíríà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò possible ẹ wá náà ń lọ church ẹ ń lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí agbé ìṣẹ̀ṣe dání nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí à ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lójoojúmọ́ tó yẹ kí wọ́n máa sunkún. You can see the reason why I am coming on the program and sometimes I fire up quickly because mo kàn ń wo ọmọ yẹn ọgbẹ́ wá sílé mo mọ tó fi pa lọ́wọ́ later níyàwó mi nígbà tí níyàwó mi dé tí mo wá sọ pé báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí kan náà àwọn staff wa ló wá náà nǹkan báyìí ló máa rà sí ìwọ̀nba tí mo kọ̀ rọra ní kò ń ṣe owó tó pọ̀ mo sẹ́ndẹ̀ kò ń ṣe owó tó pọ̀ àwa náà ní but kò ń ṣe pé mo á tọrọ owó láàárọ̀ yìí but tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú yẹn dání hospital ẹ̀kọ́ gbọ́mọ yẹn lọ wàláì èyí tẹ́ máa ní ká máa ẹ̀kọ́ jọ a ní ká bọ́ọ̀lù gbogbo ẹ̀ dáhùn ká ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹni ẹ Koiki ogun forget about ogun à ń bẹ̀rù ni a ní kó gún tẹ̀ wá sẹ́ káwọn àgbáyé wá máa kó oúnjẹ wá kó máa kó medical treatment wá fún wa what's the point ọmọ ìwà wà nílé wọn fàtẹ́gùn sọ́wọ́ ọmọ tó yẹ kó wà lọ́sípítù tó yẹ kó máa tọ́jú ìmọ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ hospital máa dá wọn lóhùn ni so I pity some of Yorùbá people and Koiki ẹ̀ like ọ̀rọ̀ ogun ìgbà wọn ni kò ní dógún lọ́rọ̀ yìí tá a bá careful Koiki ẹ̀ ṣe sùúrù Tinubu ti débẹ̀ and there's so what I pity a lot of us mo kí yàrá ìyàwó Grace ẹ má bínú bàtí máa mọ́ sùn ní àdúrà làwọn máa ń ṣe every Tuesday wàláì lórí platform kan gbà tí máa jí mo rí pé ẹ ti parí prayer yẹn and that's why I get angry ọmọ kan jábọ́ sí mi àníṣe àwọn mẹ́ta tó kú ní Wales yẹn ní tó máa bá ọlọ́pàá ìlú Ifá ní Wales wọn ní rírú ẹ̀rí ó take a whole day nílùú tó ní ọba tó ní ìjòyè tó ní helicopter tó ní ambulance tó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n wá rí ibi táwọn ọmọ yẹn jábọ́ sí kábíyèsí Elédùmarè méjì ló survive maybe bóyá àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ò bá survive èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Wales ni mò ń sọ èèyàn kan jábọ́ sínú kòkó ọbẹ̀ apá kan jábọ́ sínú ẹ̀ wọ́n wá gbé padà wá sílé wọ́n wá ń fàtẹ́gùn sí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní state yẹn mo fẹ́ dárúkọ state yẹn but tí bá wo state yẹn àwọn náà máa ní natural resources ta ló ń jẹ natural resources yẹn kí là kúkú stop ọ̀rọ̀ jíjẹ fún gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ká stop ẹ̀ lórí wọn káwọn náà má rí kankan jẹ kí gbogbo wa má rí jẹ torí pé inú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láwọn kan ti ń jẹ tí a fi ń jẹ ní àtiwọlé yìí kò ń ṣe èlò lọ́fẹ́ fi hospital ní gbogbo state ilẹ̀ Yorùbá èlò lọ́fẹ́ fi republish ẹ̀ but the wickedness in the politicians that are holding us back tá a bá tọwọ́ bọ̀ wọ́n lójú àlọ́ anywhere I can understand the feelings ẹ̀ máa ẹ̀kọ́ gbẹ̀kú tó bá gba state ní nǹkan I understand our feelings ṣé Èkó nìkan lè fi pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó lówó lọ́wọ́ ni Ogun State ní gúrú ó ní ṣígìdì owó tá a bá tún ṣe dáadáa tó máa make more money ju Lagos State kan lọ. So nígbà tó bá gbẹ Èkó ṣé kó gba Ògùn State mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ torí pé mo fẹ́ protect Lagos State. Are we selfish people? I want the same politicians tó yẹ kó ṣe the needful wọ́n ṣe the needful. Àwa ń wá bá ṣe máa save wọn a fẹ́ save àwọn politicians tó save àwọn èèyàn tiwa. Ẹ wá expect rẹ̀ mi kémi máa jáde kí n máa endorse pé ọmọ àgbẹ̀ kó máa ń lọ́wọ́ pé kì í jáde ìjọba wa pariwo mo rí pé bíbá àwọn kan bínú. Àná mo wojú ṣe o ẹ wò mí dáadáa èmi ò wojú ṣe èmi ti sọ táwọn ọmọ Ìgbò bá fẹ́ gbẹ̀ Èkó a máa para wa ní make sure pé òní rí gbà. But for now problem tá à ń dín pẹ̀lú ó ju ọ̀rọ̀ Èkó nìkan lọ. Ẹni tí ọmọ ẹ jábọ́ sínú kò kọbẹ̀ lánàá nísìn kí ni ká ṣe sí yẹn kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn náà. Mad people all over the place. Èmi ò sí pé kọ́ gbẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀rọ̀ Èkó kọ́ gbẹ̀ Èkó kọ́ ni mo sọ. But tọ́ bá gbẹ̀ Èkó kọ́ gba Ọ̀ṣun State mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ẹ wá sáré káàkiri. Mo rí Sanwó-Olú ní kọ́ release gbogbo mọ́tò fáwọn èèyàn gbogbo àwọn tó gba mọ́tò wọn can you imagine. So they know that all these things ṣé èmi ní crunch ti wà ní Lagos State tí à ń jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá ní Lagos State. Ẹlòmíì ò rí owó láti fi jẹun nínú Lagos State. So tọ́ba gbé Èkó kọ́ gba Èkìtì kọ́ gba Kwara àbí kọ́ dẹ̀ gbọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ṣé Lagos nìkan ló wá special nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni? Mo ń béèrè ni ṣé Lagos nìkan ló special nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? State mi ò special. Ẹjọ́ torí Olódùmarè bí ẹ̀ ń sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. Ẹ̀yin politicians ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìdájọ́ máa wá fún ipò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Mò ń wo ogun tó ń lọ ní Ukraine láàárọ̀ yìí. Lóòótọ́ ogun máa ń bà kan jẹ́ gidi ni seriously kò sọmọre nínú ogun. Àwọn sójà tó ti kú lọ́rọ̀ Ukraine àti Russia òun ló ń lọ lọ́nkàn yẹn. Ogun yẹn dẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ kò dẹ̀ likely gbógun yẹn máa tán. Hello grandma.
Àbókè kò ṣe takuntakun.
Èmi ni ẹ mà. Àmì mà.
Ó ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé kẹjọ kẹ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká má gbà Èkó. Èkó kọ́ ni Májàsọ́lá ń múra láti wá ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ ń pè rally tí wọ́n lọ bọ́ọ̀sì ilé ẹni. Ṣé àwọn nǹkan tí Májàsọ́lá rí nígbà yẹn ṣáwọn ò rí ní?
Wọ́n lẹ̀kẹ̀lẹ̀ méjì yìí.
Ẹlẹ́gùsì kan ló sọ wípé part of Èkó is not part of Yorùbá land. Ó pẹ́ ká tó gbà wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹkún ni ká máa sún lọ. Ká máa sún pípa tó bá ní ìwà wá bọ́ sórí social media wọ́n wá pariwo pé bẹ́ẹ̀ dákun ẹgbà wá o. Gbogbo eléyìí tó ti ń ṣe yẹn ó rìn wọ́n gidigidi.
Preambles lọ sí wà lórí ẹ̀.
Ọlọ́gbọ́n Májàsọ́lá wá níbi tó wà. Tá a bá fẹ́ ká dáríjì wọ́n kọ́ lọ mú wá. Wọ́n ti mọ kankan ẹjọ́ ẹ má bá wọn dá sí o. God bless you ẹ máa bá ṣòwò yín lọ ìdè.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni, thank you so much. Ojú òpó ti ṣí bàbá rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ pè náà. Ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ẹ pè wá wọlé. Ẹ bá wa kí gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tí à ń jẹ nílé. Ẹni kàn ló mọ̀ ìyà ń jẹ àwọn ìyá wa nílé. Ẹ wo fídíò kan tí mo fi wọ̀nyí ní báǹkì kan náà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lánàá ọ̀dà fún Ondo State. Táwọn ìyá yẹn jókòó síwájú bank. Àwọn náà lówó wọn. Kò ṣe pé ṣé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ń fúnyàn ní benefit nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣá? What a wicked politicians. Wọ́n ti destroy wa. Kí ló wà níbẹ̀? Ìbọn lẹ́wọ̀n lẹ́yìn mi. Kwara, Ọ̀yọ́, Ògùn, Ọ̀ṣun, Èkìtì, kí wọ́n bá Ondo. Àwọn Edo náà wọ́n bá wa lọ. Adúpẹ́ fún wọn. They can be on their own. Kogi, wọ́n ní gbogbo Kogi kọ́ ni tiwa. Okay, èyí tó bá jẹ́ tiwa ń bẹ̀ ká máa bọ̀. Mo kíyà Kogi dáadáa. Even though our views might be different now because I know where she stand. Oh, ìyá alálùbáríkà ni mo kí wọn dáadáa. Èmi ò ní jókòó síbí kí n wá tọ́ sí àwọn àgbàlagbà. No. And I know there are some of their people that are watching. They are not commenting. But the problem that we are dealing with is not me. It is understanding. Miami. Program. Aziz. Mukiyawa, Christina Ademola. They are going to face the judgment at last. Our politician Ikani. Ika. You are all wicked. But Ọlọ́run ní o máa ń fáwọn ọ̀nà lédùmarè o máa ń fáwọn èèyàn ní time kó repent. Mo rò pé àwọn tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá fẹ́ repent, they are not ready to repent. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ṣe ń dé UK tẹ́ ṣe fi settle down ẹ ṣe sùúrù gan-an. Ṣe rí àwa tá a wà ń bíbá náà ìgbà tèmi máa dé 7 years after tí mo sì mi ti wà nínú system. Until date, àṣìwọ̀n system ni o. System tá a wà nínú ẹ̀, ìyá mi gbé mi lékè mo kí ẹ̀yin nìkan mo tún kí grandma Ọlọ́run bá ń lọ́rẹ̀ mi wọn. A fún wọn lálàáfíà. Mo kí ìyàwó Pastor Mo. Mo kí ìyàwó Olúfúnkẹ́ Adégbóyèga. Àwọn obìnrin nìkan ni mò ń kí láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Àwọn ni ìyàwó mi gbogbo wọn pátápátá. Wọ́n ní ìyàwó mélòó ni mo ní. Mo ní gbogbo obìnrin náà ni ìyàwó mi. Máa people all over the place. Once again, if you just arrived inside the UK, I beg una. Obìnrin kan àtọkọ ẹ̀ ọ̀nà ṣẹ̀ dé ní 4 months ago. Ọkọ ti lọ bíṣẹ́. Agency pé ìyàwó pa àwọn rí 4 hours fún iṣẹ́ ìlú yìí. Iṣẹ́ tó ń tán ni UK. If you think you can't do it, just say ṣẹ́rí a gbọ́dọ̀ practice in ìlú ìmọ̀ tí mo pé gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé no tó bá ń sọ pé yes yẹn nígbà tó dé airport ní ẹ̀wọ̀n gbogbo wọlé nìyẹn ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀bẹ̀ tèmi náà dé nítorí ẹ̀ kí n sọ no tó ti practice mi Koiki tó bá ti dòdè lé no yes ni mo sọ fún nígbà tó tutù bá mú ẹ níwájú immigration officer tó ń wọ ẹ̀ báyìí tí wọ́n náà wò because airport ló ti máa mọ̀ bí o máa wọnú UK àbó máa wọ America àbó máa wọ Japan láti border port of entry. What's your name? My name is Olawumi Koiki. Voice mi ti change but nígbà yẹn orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí kò wàá máa tọ̀ sára ni tó bá wá ráyè wọlé ọmọ jọ sórí gbogbo tó ń bọ̀ láti Nàìjíríà yẹn dànù sí airport tó bá gbà wọlé bí i Heathrow ní bí i Manchester ní bí i Birmingham ní bí i Luton ní dànù sí bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé tó bá ń gbé madness Nàìjíríà yẹn bọ̀ sínú bíbá wàláì ìwọ àti UK wá dì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Àwa náà àtẹríba ni ìyẹn mo ṣe lè máa jáde lénìí mo lè boast anytime any day àwọn tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ mí dáadáa nínú system tó bá ń sọ tí kò pé àfáà lòun ẹ̀wọ̀n òun dà but tó bá yẹ pé à ń lọ sílé ijó club ká tó má rí ọ̀bẹ ẹ̀dá ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ mo lè lọ club 3 kílẹ̀ tó mọ́ mo dẹ̀ ń lọ club àwọn òyìnbó because mi afa mi lọ síbẹ̀ ni because orin wọn tó máa ń kọ kò yé mi nísìnyí lọ́sẹ̀ mix àwọn orin wa pẹ̀lú mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún cousin mi kan àmọ́ àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ gbé Nigerian music wọnú club nìyẹn ó try everything láti wáyìn ṣe ní Nàìjíríà ó sá padà ní wà UK nísìnyí tọ́ba ní àwọn the first set of látàwọn kí lórúkọ ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn àwọn náà ti pẹ́ náà bọ́ àmọ́ A-Star Entertainment ẹ lọ find out ó wà lórí Instagram àwọn yẹn gbé ní Western ni mo ń sọ wọ̀mí àná dey go later gbà tó di pé àwọn òyìnbó náà ti ń play lọ club tán mo gbé àwọn ọmọ máa bọ́rìn àwọn aná nígbà yẹn orin Jamaica like àwọn jẹ́jẹ́ ìṣọ̀lá mo kí ẹ bẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ti lọrin mo kí ìyàwó Fúnkẹ́ tall gallant ẹ̀yin obìnrin là ń kí dáadáa láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ mo kí ìyàwó comrade Ṣọlá kò gbọdọ̀ kú mọ̀ tí rí wọn lórí Instagram lánàá. Once again, we are only here as usual to say to our people that they are celebrating Women's Day around the world today. Ǹjẹ́ àwa lè tọ́ka láàárọ̀ yìí pé à ń celebrate àwọn obìnrin wa nílé? How many of our women have been abused for the negligence of the system that is not working? ẹlòmíì ti gbà sí fún ó lóyún sálọ dànù fọmọ sílẹ̀ right there and there ó yẹ kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tẹ̀kẹ́ ọmọ yẹn àtìyá yẹn. Mo sọ fún yín pé UK làwọn tó bímọ jù ní Europe kó tó kúrò ní European country kó tó kúrò nínú EU rather UK àwọn ọmọ wọn bí ṣége ọmọ láti 16 years old kí ní kàn wọ́n gbà sí fúnra wọn. Àìmọkùnrin dẹ̀ mo mọ bọ̀bọ̀ kan ó máa ń bí káàkiri fáwọn obìnrin yẹn ni ọmọ tó náfẹ̀ tó 12 different women dẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀. But the system makes sure that they are looking after those children. Àwọn ọmọ wo ó ti ya dànù tiẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi dáadáa ni àwọn Caribbean ó máa ń port káàkiri tiẹ̀ and eventually the system ìyẹn ló ti máa ń sọ pé God bless nísìnyí wọ́n ń lo God bless the king God bless the queen queen máa make sure pé wọ́n tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ nílùú yìí wọ́n ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́ but ọmọ kékeré wọn fi ṣeré ǹjẹ́ à ń tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nípa fẹ́ tọ́jú ìyá wọn that's Yorùbá land ó lẹ́wọ́ lẹ́yìn mi gbogbo tán pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn Kwara Kogi Èkìtì àwọn Ẹdó ní ìsọ Yorùbá ló tọ́ but we don't want to be part of Yorùbá land we would rather want to stay on our own no problem look at the Ondo lánàá throughout lánàá láti fi ṣe program wa ẹ wo Èkìtì èwo ló tóbi jù nínú gbogbo àwọn state yẹn ṣé Ọ̀yọ́ state ló tóbi jù àbí looking at the map Ọ̀yọ́ yẹn mí nǹkan kí ló dé ẹ wo map Ọ̀yọ́ yẹn so ká wá rescue Lagos state ká fi Ọ̀yọ́ sílẹ̀ kí terrorist wọlé sí Ọ̀yọ́ state ẹ rí pé ìyẹn náà dá bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí náà kó ìkẹ́ máa kọ́ gbẹ̀kú kò sẹ́ni tó fi gbẹ̀kú kọ̀ọ̀kan máa kọ́ dẹ́rù báyìí èkó ló fi gbà. Tábà ti ní right to self-determination ṣé okay let me put it this way ó kàn wá sí brain mi nísìn ṣé mọ̀ pé reason tí a ṣe ń sọ pé gbẹ̀kú onípọ̀ because we are running a government of Nigeria am I right? Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ enlighten mi ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tájọ wà lórí ètò ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó èmi ò believe wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó is because we are running a government under Nigeria. Ìjọ tá bá ti gba Yorùbá nation ṣé àwọn tó fẹ́ gbẹ̀kó yẹn ṣì máa ní right láti gbẹ̀kó yẹn? Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Àlàbá ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí yẹ̀wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ mọ̀ pé lélẹ̀ yìí wà wọ́n náà fẹ́ gbẹ̀kó mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ mo ní ṣé nítorí a sì run government pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ṣé ká bá dìkẹ́ Yorùbá nation lẹ́nu nísìn ṣáwọn tí wọ́n ti run government yẹn ṣé wọ́n sì máa ní power láti control Lagos state yẹn fún wa so possible ṣá tó bá di bíi 12 kí bàbá Akíntóyè jáde pé Yorùbá nation has been declared does that still validate àwọn tó fẹ́ gbẹ̀kó yẹn? ṣé bí ṣe gbé kalẹ̀ ṣé ó yẹ yín ṣá kò mú ń tà láti wo bí ṣe fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kalẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé nísìn reason tó ṣe náà fẹ́ gbẹ̀kó nísìn ni pé Labour Party wà PDP wà Àtíkù wà Tinubu wà ṣé tí a bá ti Happy Women's Day fún ìyá wa mo kí àwọn ìbejì mo ti rí pé ẹ ti ṣe kéèkì fún wọn àfi bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fi kéèkì tèmi ránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run bá ń dá wọn sí ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ìyá wa.
ọ̀dẹ̀ ṣe bèjì ọjọ́ kan mo bí wọn.
lọ́dẹ̀ dàbí ìbejì báyìí à ń gbọ́ yín ẹ má bínú breakfast mi ní jẹ́ yìí.
tó bá ṣáà ti gba ilé ṣàmọ́ èmi lọ́wọ́ ẹbí tó bá ti gba ilé ṣàmọ́ èmi lọ́wọ́ tọ́lọ́ ọmọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà lèmi bí àṣà láti gbọ́ pé lẹ́ẹ̀kan. ṣebí Èkó yìí ni bàbá olóyè Sunday Igboho fẹ́ wá níjọ́ kìíní àná tó lọ bọ́ sílé bàbá oníbàbà torí pé wọ́n ní kí bàbá má wá sí Èkó ó pẹ́ kí wọ́n tó gbà á ṣebí ọba tí ọba Elégùṣì ni tó sọ pé ilẹ̀ Èkó kò ṣe ara ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ipe gbọ́dọ̀ kan tó bá máa gba Yorùbá nation gan pé àwọn máa dá wà ló ti rìn wọn ni ẹ má dá sí o ẹ má dá sí wọ́n fáìtì fúnra wọn oníkálukú fáìtì fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ọmọ Ògùn lẹ́tí wá wọn ò lè gbógun mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ bí èmi náà ṣe wáyé sí báyìí kò sẹ́ni tó lóyún láyà tó sọ pé ó tó máa lóun máa gba ilé ṣàmọ́ èmi lọ́wọ́ tó rọ́mọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà ni mí ọmọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà ni ìyá mi ọmọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà ni bàbá mi so kò sẹ́ni tó máa lórí láyà tó máa sọ pé ó fẹ́ wá gba Ìjẹ̀ṣà mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ ṣe báwọn náà ta ilẹ̀ ara ẹ̀kọ́ a máa ń sọ pé àwa Yorùbá lọ́pọ̀lọ́ àwa Yorùbá kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́ pé àwa Yorùbá nínú gbogbo ẹ̀yà tó wà nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́ pé àwa ni àlọ́pọ̀lọ́ jù ẹ̀yin lẹ́ta ilẹ̀ fún àwọn pípù yìí ẹ̀yin lẹ́ta ilẹ̀ fún ọtẹ́ máa fowó lọ ṣe pàtí tẹ́ máa fi owó ṣe gbóbìnrin tẹ́ máa kóbìnrin tẹ́ máa fowó mọtí níbẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ máa fowó ṣe fàájì ó pẹ́ kọ́ tó gba Èkó ẹ má dá sí anybody tó bá ti wọ́n kọ́ gbà àwọn ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́nà àwọn náà làwọn ní Èkó ẹni tó bá ti dá mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ni kò kàn wá wọ́n ti nílẹ̀ Èkó kì í ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gbà kó gbà gbogbo ilẹ̀ kò sí gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí ò ní rìsọ́sìtì kò sí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí ò ní rìsọ́sìtì tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú yẹn wọ́ọ̀kì ni tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n tọ́ ìlú yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́ọ̀kì ni gbogbo ilẹ̀ àti Ògùn àti Èkìtì àti Ìbàdàn gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní rìsọ́sìtì tó bá gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá everybody máa develop ìlú ẹ̀ bó ṣe yẹ everybody máa develop ìlú ẹ̀ bó ṣe yẹ kó àwọn àjòjì náà wá kó gbogbo rìsọ́sìtì wa ta ní. ṣé ní èmi ṣe sọ kí ní yọkàn yìí pé àwọn politician ta ni ẹ̀ tábà ti dà tẹ̀ olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn wọ́n kàn ní ká má ṣe pé wọ́n ni olórí burúkú ni wọ́n dẹ̀ máa jì àtàwọn ọmọ wọn àtàrà ọmọdọ́mọ gbogbo àwọn tó bá wọn ná owó yẹn gbogbo fámìlì tó bá wọn ná owó yẹn wọ́n máa jẹ̀yà ẹ̀ because àwọn gbogbo náà ẹ wo tàdá fẹ́ dá wà ẹ ń jà fún wọn Nàìjíríà kí ni a sọ pé àfẹ́ ṣebí èmi tẹ̀ máa wò pé tí àwọn èèyàn tó bá parọ́ pé ókè ẹ̀yin bàbá wa o ẹ̀yin ìyá ẹjọ́ bá wa àfẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ bá gbọ́dọ̀ kó yẹ kọ́ tẹ̀lé wà láwọn wèrè kan àwọn ajá olóṣèlú àwọn máa sọ pé àkárí àwọn ọba wa lọ́nù àkárí àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ ìmọ̀ ní ṣé wọ́n kọ́ igi mọ́ wọn létí tí wọ́n di dédéré tí wọ́n létí wọn gbọ́ nǹkan tá a sọ gbàdágbà tẹnujẹ nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́ gbogbo náà máa jẹ̀yà gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n rò pé wọ́n ní jẹ̀yà wọ́n á jẹ̀yà káwọn ọ̀gá tó bá ti kú àwọn ọmọ tó bí sílẹ̀ wọ́n á jẹ̀yà wọ́n máa wá ríṣẹ́ irú lọ́dọ̀ wa láti wọ́n wá ṣe fáwọn ọmọ wa bó ṣe wà yẹ kó ìtẹ̀ máa bẹ tó.
Thank you so much ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí ìyàwó àtọ́pẹ́ tán lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ má bínú ànílé gba too many calls because máa lọ sórí Star Radio nísìnyí but I still have just about 10 minutes so tàbá ẹni tó bá pè wá please under 1 minute after 1 minute máa disconnect ẹ go straight because I only have 10 minutes and I go straight to the point.
ẹni gbogbo narrative eléyìí tí wọ́n sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ dìde kó yẹn kí gbogbo ẹ̀ still part of the game of the politics. Gbogbo narrative yẹn politics. Jẹ́ Èkó ní ìpínlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kwara State tí wọ́n ti gbà tí Fúlàní gbàgbárí wọn ní Kwara State wọn ò rí yẹn sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kó Nàìjíríà ká bá kó Nàìjíríà ká jẹ́ Yorùbá káwá mọ tó á fẹ́ gba Èkó. For London, Nigeria, anybody can stand up as a governor in every state. Nigeria ṣì la wà.
Mákẹ́tì kan ti jóná lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láàárọ̀ ègé àṣọ.
Nigeria la wà. Ó ti bàtà bá wọlé kúrò lẹ́ Yorùbá.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. That's your own opinion. Ẹ má bínú 1 minute ni like I said tàbá ń fún yín ní 4 minutes 3 minutes. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Àlàbá. Oya ẹ bá mi sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn mo gbọ́ yín. Ẹ káàbọ̀ tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Àwọn APC yẹn kàn fún ká ní kí pàtì fáwọn yẹn. Pẹ́ṣọ̀ tí mi fẹ́ béèrè ni pé gbogbo àwọn sọ́nà fẹ́ gbègbó ìkéṣọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Labour Party tó jẹ́ àkẹ́rẹ́ sí ẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ìjáde ọmọ Yorùbá pẹ̀lú àwọn olùjáde bẹ̀. Àjẹ́dè Preppers ọmọ Yorùbá ní kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn. APC fún ara wọn àwọn kan mọ̀ pé àwọn oníjẹ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀. Ìwádìí today they are bombing house by house. Something like that àwọn kò ní ìgbẹ́ ìgbẹ́wọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kápadà sí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí lọ́wọ́ olúpadà sí ẹ̀rọ ẹgbẹ́ kí lọ́wọ́ olúpadà sí ẹ̀rọ. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ pẹ̀ fún wa lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìbò fẹ́ pè fún wa lọ́wọ́ ìbò wo ló fẹ́ pè fún wa lọ́wọ́. Ìgbà sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni wá ní. Ìgbà ń parọ́ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni. Nígbà tí sọ pé ìbò fẹ́ gbàdẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ ilé wọn ṣàjẹ́ pé kí wọ́n Nàìjíríà fẹ́ pariwo ni. So if you stop the signal and accept that we are one Nigeria, a mọ̀ pé àbí ṣe wọ́n Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n yẹ pé lóòótọ́ wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n kí ló ń pariwo pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi kún mọ́ ọ lọ. Èmi ká ti dìbò kéèyàn tó lè máa wọlé ti wọlé. So kí ló tó ń pariwo pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi kún mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́ tó bá ṣe pé everybody. Ẹ gbogbo wa àkàn fún ara wa ni. Ìjàpọ̀ ni a mọ̀ pé we are not one Nigeria. Ìjọba pàtó sí ni PDP APC náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀. àti bí gbogbo wọn náà dàpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Inú rẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ká lọ sórí pọ̀ jẹ́ kó lọ sórí fíìd ẹnìbọ̀dì tó bá ti dìbò kó tó bá wọlé kó máa.
Àtẹ̀mọ̀ bí Aṣọ́wòrẹ́ náà ní candidate ní Lagos State this time around.
Wọ́n wá dípẹ́ wọ́n wá ṣe wọ́n wá fọ́. So different wá wá sí ìgbókè rẹ̀ àwọn àgbẹ̀kọ̀ kẹ́ni tó wà ní Labour Party ọmọ Yíbò ni o ilé kan ìyẹ́ Yíbò ni ilébọ̀ kìnìún kan kí ni business àwọn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn ṣe dáadáa tó wáyé pé state government kò ṣe dáadáa ni tí ó yẹ kó ṣe máa rán bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún kẹ́tó wọlé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kì lọ́sìn kan àwọn máa ń mọ̀ pé àwọn ò ṣe dáadáa. So there's nothing like one Nigeria. You all know that one Nigeria is a scam.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. Gbogbo àwọn fúnra wọn mọ̀ pé àwa ló wọ Nàìjíríà. Lẹ́nu ìsìn, ó yẹ kí yẹn gan ó tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn àtàkì tí àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn kó kalẹ̀ láti ara wa láti dìgbẹ́ pé tí bí ìtọ́jú síta ìlú yẹn ká fi mọ̀ pé we are not one Nigeria. Kí ni ìtumọ̀ pa fẹ́ gba ìbò sí tabajẹ́ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ti wá? Kí ni ìtumọ̀ pọ́n fẹ́ gba ìbò? I don't really understand that language. Ọbẹ̀ gba ìbò, ọbẹ̀ gba gbogbo sáà kó káàkiri sí i. Now, àwọn òun ló fẹ́ gba ìbò yẹn. Nǹkan ní twelve àwọn ọgbà ọkọ̀ kiri. Because táwọn sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n anybody ló ti wà láti wọlé sílẹ̀. Àtọ́nà ìgbọ́n tó ṣe tó wá ti lo social years ní sísìkò láti tó contest. Ìrẹ́ni ti bẹ̀. So wọ́n ìtọ́jú wa ń gba ló pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbẹ̀gbọ́n wọn lọ́wọ́ tó wáyé pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni wá. Ìdàgbò ìdìbò stop deceiving ourselves pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà ni wá. We are not one Nigeria. So ìyẹn kan lásán kan ó yẹ kó ṣe àwọn èèyàn ní pé we are not one Nigeria.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni, thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Alaba, thank you so much. Màmá rí yín bá.
Àwọn àgbà wọn ti ń wo bídé bùbẹ́ lọ. Ọlọ́run àrùn wà lọ́wọ́. Ẹni má jẹ́ ká tọ́ra wa. Ìlú tó ọ̀fẹ́ kí ìlú lọ́wọ́ padà sí sí. Àjọ tó fi àjẹ. Ìlú tó ọ̀fẹ́ kí ìlú lọ́wọ́ padà sí. Yẹ́lò bá dé ṣe. Lókè náà àwọn gbogbo àwọn PDP lébọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ dé lọ wáyé lọ fọ́ọ̀tù lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu bàbá tó wà. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ ló tọ́ pé àwọn òsì jà fẹ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Àmì ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Alaba. Ok. Àmì inshallah ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo kíyà wa Bísí Mákànjọ́lá Happy Women's Day. Ẹni tó pè ẹ bá wa ṣe ní briefly. I only have 4 minutes mo dẹ̀ ní láti lọ sí Star Radio. Go ahead briefly.
Good morning.
Ìyá wa ló pè má bínú ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́. Ẹ káàárọ̀
Mr. Koiki.
Yes ma'am.
Yes, I want to just quickly say something. I'm not a Yoruba lady.
Okay.
I'm an Ishekiri lady.
Ishekiri, okay.
But I know Yoruba people are the most accommodating people in the whole of Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm really saddened and disappointed to hear Yoruba people calling into your show to be saying they can take Lagos, come big. I'm disappointed.
Okay.
If for nothing, this is the time you all need to stand as one.
Okay.
We have already established that there was never a Nigeria before.
Okay.
We have already established that you want a Yoruba nation.
Yeah.
Why would Yoruba people be calling into the show and now say, come back?
Okay.
Whatever differences or whatever the APC government has done to Yoruba people, or whatever grievances they have that APC did not perform, leave that one aside for now.
Okay.
You have to put your house in order first from the invaders.
All right. Let me ask this question.
Let me ask this. People call into the show are not taking this matter seriously.
Let me ask you.
People just Lagos is not man's land. Lagos is not man's land. What is so take it serious? Give me a bit much in the buy. We are calling in and saying they can take it.
All right. When they take it, my beautiful auntie. And they're coming from the
other parts of your body.
Okay.
Yoruba should stand as one. If you people are singing Yoruba nation, this is the time to show that you are really a Yoruba nation.
Okay, let me ask this question before you go. Let me ask this question. Should we also say we don't have to endorse APC, we endorse PDP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Endorse PDP, do not endorse LP because
okay.
LP is
all right. That's number one.
It is clear.
Okay.
Why do people see white and call it black and see black and call it white?
Okay, so
not like that.
That's a good answer. Another. I agree with what you have said. What
evidence do you need again?
Let me now put this question out again. Those that are asking for Yoruba nation, that are disagreeing with that view that they want to take Lagos State, and if they want to take Lagos State, should we say today at 12 p.m. a Yoruba nation is declared, will that be able to stop this problem?
Yes, you cannot take Lagos under the current government structure because you are still under the constitution of Nigeria, which is why I said we are pushing for a Yoruba nation, right?
Okay.
Now, Lagos is clearly a Yoruba state. Or are we?
Okay, let me now ask the final question. The final question is, would it still be difficult should, LP, as an example, win the Lagos state governorship? Would that make that difficult that if we have a Yoruba nation, it will not destroy that system that
if you have a Yoruba nation today, nothing LP.
No. I'm not even saying now. After LP has become a governor, as an example, should we have a Yoruba nation?
Yes.
Would that agenda of Yoruba land will still happen?
No.
So the question then is, this is where people are looking at it from different. You can see the question I throw out. I understand the tension out there, but all this tension will be faded away within no time if a Yoruba nation comes in place. And the program is the same thing I was using the UK immigration to say that as much as we want to stop the migration, America does that, every country does that around the world. But you can't stop this migration with the system that we are in right now, even if someone who comes back.
There are two different situations you are pointing there. For now,
okay, I see what you mean. Thank you so much, my beautiful auntie. Okay, well, that's a very good point, and I'm sure.
Stand together for once and unite and fight on something. Stop calling in and saying, come
oh no, those are normal
people are saying those kind of things.
Okay, thank you so much, and you can see that I'm not going to take any more calls. I'm not going to Wi-Fi 11 till we get him pé nǹkan gbọ́dọ̀ pè mí. I'm a Star Radio. Tá bá ṣe Star Radio tán, a kì í pẹ́ lẹ́nu Wednesday, a máa padà wá. So no more calls. Mo kí dáadáa, mo ti rí market on jó yẹn. We just saw it now. Ìyá mi Ọmọlára Ìyábọ̀. Mo kí mọ́mí wa tó pè tán náà nísìn. Gbogbo ìyá wa ni mo kí Happy Mother's Day. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Another 50 persons have been abducted. 6 have been killed as bandits reportedly invaded Suba of Rafi and Wushi local government area of Niger State. And don't pay that Indian here. Sí lórí program. Mo ní kẹ́ máa pè ní sin ẹ̀dá mi lóhùn. I have to go on the Star Radio. Àdéhùnpẹ́ mo dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ pẹ́ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ láti wọlé. Mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìyá mi Grace. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, Happy Women's Day mo fẹ́ sọ as well. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ prepare wa fún Star Radio. Tí bá padà dé lẹ́yìn Star Radio, àwa continue program yẹn máa wọlé. Kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ gbẹ̀kú, mo ní wọ́n bá pọ̀ tó fẹ́ láti gbẹ̀kú. So this scaremongering pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbẹ̀kú, I don't buy it, I'm sorry. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè gbẹ̀kú sẹ́ ọmọ Èkó ni mo sì mi, ọmọ Òṣòdì precisely. Pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbẹ̀kú yẹn kò possible. There might be an agenda, but kò possible kò máa gbẹ̀kú mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́. Mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ àwọn olóṣèlú and tábà máa fẹ́ gba Èkó tí wọ́n wá ní kọ́ wá lìbò APC. APC nìkan ló wà ní Èkó. Even though I will never, if I have to be the only person, I will never endorse any of the 3 of them. So èmi kọ́ mọ̀ pé the will of Elédùmarè lọ́rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ó ní ọ̀nà tó fi gbà. So ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kí will of Elédùmarè yẹn ká jẹ́ kó play out. So this gimmick of Egbeko yẹn is just one thing that the politicians are trying to portray. And moreover, Sanwó-Olú ní kọ́kọ́ ni ó jẹ́ candidate ní election tó fẹ́ ṣe. Láti ilẹ̀ làwọn ti sọ pé I believe in this election. So why should I say because narrative of Egbeko kí wọ́n wá ní of Egbeko torí ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ Gbeko ẹ lọ dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mi nìkan ló kù ni mo sorry gan, I'm not. Let the will of Elédùmarè happen. Into ma destroy Nigeria láti jẹ́ káwa rọ́nà lọ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Lagos ló ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, let it start. Nǹkan kan ló máa trigger ká máa fi rọ́nà kọjá normal nìyẹn. So àbínú pé tá bá ti ń lọ sí orí fọ́ra Star Radio, another outfit ni. So Camera mi mo ní láti yẹ ilé if not a máa fún yín ní double camera ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ ilé kúrò tá a bá padà dé ẹ̀rọ ìpè wọlé but for now ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Star Radio mo kí gbogbo ẹni tó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ mi my name is Olami Koiki lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí and let me join the team on we should need láti shift to look up communication while I'm gonna do that ẹ jẹ́ ká play ilé mo ń bọ̀.
Pertinent to Yoruba development. Is the pertinent to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we would be where we are. 1960, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The process of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Okay.
Pertinent to Yoruba development. Is the pertinent to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi jọ Dákínọlá. Well, tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti gbẹ̀ kó mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ẹ fọkùnrin balẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Yes, we have to protect it now before ká tó gba Yorùbá nation. But Tinubu ti destroy ẹ̀ bí bó ṣe yẹ lọ. So let the will of Elédùmarè is going to play out. Á jẹ́ kí brain wọn kó padà wá sílé because brain wọn ó ti hang. Ló ṣe lè tí kò fi lọ. Oya 5 minutes lọ nínú time wọn láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. A very good morning once again to those of you that are joining us as usual. And thanks so much to the last caller. Okay, now let's go straight to Star Radio.
The Joyful Way Incorporated is going to be like well, it's a South African sound, it's a South African tune there, and it's one that I really enjoy. I think I need to ask my South African friends how of the meaning of that, as they've already said, but I will tell you more about that as the program unfolds. But it's my singular honor to introduce to you the one and only, once again, Mr. Olami Koiki, who has joined in this morning. Yomi, listen, good morning to you.
Well, a very good morning to you, Mr. Archie. Good morning to all our listeners and viewers from around the globe. And welcome once again to Star Radio UK, the Wednesday edition, a very limited time, but again, more ample of time for a 2.5 hours program known as Naija Voices later on this evening, where we will continue with the conversation. I'll let you know what we're going to be discussing before the end of the program this morning, and that will make us prepare our mind for what to expect on Naija Voices. A good morning to our sister broadcast that is also, we have a lot of listeners that have joined us as we were crossing over to Star Radio UK this morning.
Let me say thank you very much to each and every one of you who have joined us on these other platforms, our sister platforms. We salute you for your patronage, as I say all the time. Well done, thank you. But interestingly, yes, as Yomi said, we're going to bring you the topic, and that will be a teaser for what is going to happen tonight on the Naija Voices show. Don't you go away, continue to stay tuned with us. Come at the tail end of our conversation. But, well, a very sad story that is occurring. One that was put not long ago. That is 6 dead, over 50 persons abducted as bandits reportedly invade the suburb of Rampai and Wishishi, local government areas of Niger State on Tuesday. Now, we thought that maybe after the elections and everything, things have calmed down, but they deployed lots of security agents or the military and the police around the country. Now, we know that Saturday is another gubernatorial election, so we thought that maybe things would have calmed down nicely, or at least go around their activities. But seeing the story doesn't, usher more confidence in their system at all. Yeah.
Niger State is in the north central region of Nigeria and the largest state in the country. So maybe the security might not be able to be in almost every local government. But the expectation is just about almost some few more days before the major election that is going to decide your House of Rep, your governorship, which is going to be part of what we're going to be discussing later on Naija Voices. The question is, why these attack springing up again? Everything seems to have died down before the presidential election. Could it be because more security personnel were deployed in every state? Or is it that those security personnel are now being removed and they're probably returned back before Saturday for the governorship and the House of Rep? Niger State was founded on the 3rd of February 1976. And like I said, Niger State has the 3 political zones, Zone A, B, and C. The state capital is at Minna. Minna is where Babangida, reside after, he stepped aside as one of the military dictators. So it is an important, city, but the question is, 6 dead, 50 people abducted again. Not a very good news for so many Nigerians that might have thought that maybe things have become a little bit calmer. But I can also say that the news coming up yesterday, 1,250 Boko Haram and ISWAP have surrendered to the Nigerian military. Are they tired of fighting? Are they going to be, are they going to be brought back into the society after, they've probably talked to them and asked them why they are killing? 1,250. And, the question this morning while I was looking at this news is, it seems that Bola Tinubu would have a lot of work to do. Part of what I expect that he'll be doing, he might have to change some of those security chiefs, as Buhari has done so, but Buhari took his time to actually change those security personnel for reason known to him. But now that we still have Buhari till the end of May, we have to continue to ask the federal government to continue to protect lives and property of Nigerians, regardless of wherever they are.
Well, it's a sad one there, and that's the question that we do pose to our listeners. That do you think that Nigeria is too big a country without a system? I mean, other countries consider, well, with the population and the geographical area that is covered, they could have easily managed the whole thing. But maybe Nigeria is too big for maybe one federal government to see to administer proper people administration there. I don't know, but we really want to know what you think about all that. It's all coming away from Star Radio UK. 11 minutes past 11. And let's move on to some other stories. So right now, I'm not planning studios. I'm actually here at the South Studios, and we are bringing you up from Nigeria. Now, the former president is saying, he's not the former, he's still the president, right? Buhari is saying that, well, you all have to support Tinubu incoming regime. So he is like taking it that it's a done deal. So whatever Atiku and all the others are trying to do, where Atiku has lined up some strong lawyers who are going to battle the case at the what do you call that place? The tribunal, the election tribunal. I mean, Buhari said that, look, let's all support Tinubu's regime that is here to come. How do you see that?
Well, the diaspora spend about almost $40 billion yearly into the economy of Nigeria, whether education, healthcare, security, building, or businesses, as we do know. The president, like I said, is currently in Doha, for the United Nations program that is going on right there, and he was actually telling the Nigerians living in Qatar to support the president-elect Bola Tinubu as he takes over the reins of government on May 29, with the economy, the security, the welfare, the education, and so many other issues that Nigerians are facing. Likewise, so many Nigerians are also facing difficulties outside. Maybe this government will be able to bring them back home, where they can, allow them to come back, especially with Tunisia's situation, with the Benghazi. And likewise, we do know that Qatar, we have a lot of Nigerians that are living there, but not every one of them also have the right to be there, with the hope that, going to those countries, you automatically become, getting a work permit. Just as we saw, the UK has also, tightened up, the boat coming into the UK, and you would end up going to Rwanda. But in a statement that was issued by Garba Shehu, the president media aide said the president made the call at a town hall meeting as part of his visit to Qatar. Mr. Buhari said his regime has planned to ensure a credible, transparent, fair election, which was concluded on March 11. Whether Nigerians agree with that or not is a different thing, because we do know lawyers is going to be very busy, as that takes me straight to the next, based on what Buhari is saying there, credible election. Atiku has now unveiled Gadazama, Ozakome, and 17 other senior lawyers for the 2023 battle against, this certificate that Bola Tinubu is holding right there. And the reason for that is Atiku has still not congratulated Bola Tinubu yet. Atiku believes that he has won that election, and election has been concluded not credible, as Buhari have said, and likewise a lot of discrepancy in that election. Presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku, on Tuesday inaugurated the legal team to challenge the controversial presidential election that took place that Buhari says was credible.
Well, Buhari says it's credible, but Atiku reckons that it's not, and that's why he's lined up his own team who will be going to fight their cause for him. But what is it? Now, interestingly, I was asking myself the question when Buhari said that, you in the diaspora, people in the diaspora should support the regime of Tinubu, my apologies, yes, Tinubu, when they come in power. But my question is, have they thought of giving those of you in the diaspora the chance to also be part of the decision making? Because you want my money, but you don't want me to be part of the decision making. So I sit here and send you money, and you decide on something, and you just tell me, no, you don't have to just support us by sending money to your family, and therefore boosting the economy with those funds as well. So ask any Nigerian outside the diaspora, ask whether they are going to be given that opportunity, and if, when.
Well, diaspora voting is something that has been in conversation, ever since, we came back to, democracy in 1999. And it is still something that is not going to happen anytime soon, because it's not part of the constitution of the Nigerian system at the moment. 2023 Electoral Act is incomplete, insensitive to diaspora voting. This is one of the headlines just yesterday, and let's take a look at it according to the headline that we have. Citizens are in diaspora when they live outside their country. Currently, the laws in Nigeria do not provide for Nigerian citizens living abroad to participate in an election with regard to voting from where they are. Whether you're in Benin Republic, in Ivory Coast, in Sierra Leone, whether you're in Cyprus, in Turkey, whether you're in Germany, in the United Kingdom, you will not be able to participate. The only way you can do so is you have to travel to Nigeria. You must have registered to collect your PVC, and then you will be able to vote. That's going to cost a lot of money, because traveling to Nigeria is not something cheap, especially a 6 hours flight. That should be much cheaper than somebody going to America. But since Nigeria does not have its own airline, then you would have to travel using some of those airlines. This singular act has thrown Nigeria out and disqualified her from the league of modern democracy. So many activities could accumulate into Nigerians living in diaspora. It could be as a result of insecurity, pilgrimage, study overseas, political appointment, businesses, opportunities, among others. There are so many implications and interpretations for disallowing diaspora voting. It could mean most fundamentally that the nation has denied their citizens, thereby making them non-Nigerians. It could mean that their right to vote and be voted has been denied merely because they are abroad at the time. It could mean that Nigeria is insensitive to the plight of the citizens abroad as well. For the citizen, it means that the Nigerian state has rejected them and they are not valued. But we are valued when we send our money to Nigeria, and that has been something that has been going on for decades, where Nigerians are using their hard-earned currency to take care of things that the government should have done in the society, from the northeast to the southwest, to the middle belt to the east. And that literally means that up till Buhari leaving, he has not done much, apart from coming to say, support Tinubu as I leave you in the hands of another APC presidential candidate. We are not sure when he's going to be visiting UK, because we know that Buhari came in and his first visit around was coming to take health care. But we hope Tinubu is not going to be doing the same thing, and he'll be using the Nigerian healthcare system rather than coming to United Kingdom.
that is just it's going to definitely fly for all the FOT. But well, it is still already UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 80 minutes by the top of the hour. It's alive because again, I'm not the students. I'm actually here. It's our students. I will bring you an update from Nigeria. Now, today is International Women's Day, and I don't know in Nigeria. I don't know how many women are in the politics there. I mean, when I say politics, I'm talking about governorship or in the Senate or in the House of Representatives. I want to give us a bit of background to that. But the question is a statement that has been until Nigeria recognizes that women are not only meant to be in the kitchen and other rooms, but in the boardroom, we will not go like other nations. So someone saying that we're not empowering the women enough in Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, it's quite interesting that, yesterday during my late night conversation, I was looking at on the local level, from a state, in Ekiti State, Ondo State. We were looking at the House of Representatives. There are not one single woman representing them in that particular state.
You don't need it.
Yes.
Wow. Not one single.
Not single. They're all men. And that is where, I was looking at another video that was sent to me, and you could see women, struggling to get access to the money. That is still a big problem, because they're still lingering around that. You're quite right. Buhari was in Germany some few years ago, and he says, his wife spent the other time in the bedroom, in the other room. And today, as much as I was looking at a particular woman that I'm going to talk about, Dr. Maggie. Dr. Maggie lives here in UK, and she has just been given a very beautiful, Barbie. Yes. And when you look at her, she's a Yoruba woman, but Ebonlua. She's a Yoruba woman, but I believe she lives there for a very long time. She's a space scientist. And I was comparing that yesterday. Space scientist Dr. Maggie Adeniran Poker giving a Barbie, and we're going to be bringing the image up for those that probably have not been able to see such image. The question is, if she was in Nigeria, not that we don't have women that are doing very well in businesses, there's a particular senator that have just been on seat for being part of those that have been, in the Senate since 1999, with 12 wives, 99 children. So a woman have literally unseated this particular senator, which is a good news, for those that are campaigning, for women's rights as well. But the question, we keep asking ourselves is, how did we get to this situation that, women are not, recognized? We've never seen a governor that is a woman. We've seen deputy, but we hardly see a governor representing a woman. So with the Women's Day, as many will be thinking that maybe the time will happen that in the history of Nigeria, we will come. I'm going to bring that image in just about a few minutes. We're working on it. Maybe we will see more women that will be coming onto the fora, in Nigeria politics, or those that have been campaigning, that we have known that they're doing very well when it comes to, the right to the Yoruba nation, as we know. And as we say, that is the image of our beautiful mother right there, a space scientist. Let's think about it. If she was in Nigeria, we should be given that opportunity to study to that level.
Now, it is quite a troubling issue there. But I was just wondering whilst you were talking, and I was asking myself the question: is it related to religion? Is it religion that is holding our people, our women folks down? But we come to the Christendom, and you see that most of the pastors are all, or religious leaders are all men. And what they do is that there is a passage that some of them have been using. I know they say that the women should be silent when it comes to the church, and therefore some of them to practice them. But we know that in this part of the world, it's not like that. But as you are saying, it's a religion, and you come to Islam as well. They have a way that they control women there as well. Do you think religion has played a role in that?
Well, when you look at the woman behind me, that is the mother of Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And, when we go back to the history of somebody like her, she's a Nigerian educator. She has done quite a lot. Chief Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, also known as Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, was a Nigerian educator, a political campaigner, a suffragist, a woman's right. But guess what? A non-soldier eventually killed her during Obasanjo as a military dictator. That eventually, this happened. She was born on the 25th of October, 1900 in Abeokuta, known as in the Yoruba land before it becomes in Nigeria today, which a lot of Yoruba people are saying that we need to go back to where the root is. And the question then is, when we look at the women's right today, and we try to ask the question, are we going to see those changes happening in our lifetime? Yes, as much as, awareness is there and respect of the women's right is very, very important. But for now, most politicians, especially the male counterpart, do not want the woman voice to be heard. And I'll give you an example. Kogi State governor, is as a wicked governor that, during this election, he actually destroyed the road network to a particular senator, a female senator contesting, with him, that would not allow those that would like to vote in that particular axis to get there. Eventually, the road was covered. But again, these are the atrocities that is happening. Remember that the election that took place over the weekend, the 25th of Saturday, a woman was slashed, by the thugs of the APC in Lagos State. And that eventually, the woman still ended up going to contest, to vote, even though, we talked about it yesterday, that Peter Obi paid a courtesy visit. So women has always been, the backbone of any society. But the question is, does the society respect the woman? And that also, I know we are, with the Buhari's government, there are a couple of women in the cabinet as minister, but we're going to see what Tinubu will be putting out there in terms of women participation in his new government.
Well, listeners, it is already. We want to know your take on this. How do you see women being treated in Nigeria and wherever you are listening to us from? Do you think that giving the best opportunity to become whatever they are, especially today when we celebrated International Women's Day? Some of you, Adeyemi said, good morning, Mr. Koike and Archie. Thank you for the good work. And thank you very much, some of you, for also joining us on this live broadcast. And Aziz Adeshan says, Koike, where is it? Okay, I don't get what you were saying. Aziz, good morning to you there as well. Well, because of our time, so we'll brought over back to Olayemi for him to bring you the rest of the stories in the round. Over to you, John.
Well, tonight we're going to be discussing what is our expectation this Saturday's election. So, what is the expectation? Because the tension is out there. So, what is our expectation this Saturday election across Nigeria is going to be the conversation, as there's a lot of push from different political parties and those that are still asking for the right. So, we're going to talk just 3 more stories because of our time, because we have to go to the PMQ. Fuel stations and other are still rejecting the old bank nation, the old notes, which is giving a lot of concern to Nigerians this morning. Like I said yesterday, the video that was sent to me was very, very pathetic. We see a lot of Nigerians that are trying to get access to their money, but that doesn't seem to be working. Even though the Supreme Court has given the order, but that is still something that Nigerians are waiting for the government, especially Buhari, to speak around it. The fresh move by some deposit money banks to recirculate of 500 and the 1,000 note suffer setback as Tuesday as motorists, fuel stations, retailers, traders, and others categories of bank customers rejected the old currency. So that is coming from the headline. Not a very good news as well this morning, as the market in Lagos State has got fire. Akerele spare part market in Olodi, Apapa, Lagos State caused casualties, not ascertained at the moment, but again, more of the Igbo traders in that particular axis, and the market has been completely burnt down. I believe the Lagos State and the Lagos police will be looking into the cause of the fire as well. What more is trending on the social media this morning? The vice president is trending. Not much in terms of Yemi Osinbajo. I know he won his polling unit for Tinubu, but he did not campaign throughout Tinubu election. We don't know why, but definitely we can say that it seems Gentle as dove, Osinbajo wives hailed him on the 66th birthday. Dolapo Osinbajo, the wife of the vice president, has hailed her husband on his 66th birthday. Happy birthday, from here as well to the vice president that is now handing over to Shettima under a new government known as Tinubu that will be taken over on the May 29. That is if the court case, is not concluded before then Tinubu would have to be sworn in on the 29th, according to the constitution. That's what the vice president there, always in his beautiful Awo cap, even though, most of them are not going through what Awolowo would have wanted today. So that is why it's trending. The Igbos in Lagos is trending. Appeal Court is trending. Chatham House is trending. We know the reason why Chatham House is trending. The whole, political gladiator and the INEC chairman that came to UK to Chatham House eventually told lies around the 2023 election that is still ongoing as we speak. Nigerian president election, this is coming from Aye Mojuba, not conducted in line with INEC electoral guideline, Chatham House. So Nigerian presidential election not conducted in line with INEC guidelines. So I think that Chatham House has released a statement, and that's why it's trending. So let's look at the headline, and I'm going to come straight back to you. Nigerian electoral body, INEC, had logistic failures, poorly conducted February 25th presidential elections, Chatham House fellow. The London-based institute stressed that the electoral umpire failed to adhere to his own guidelines, which emancipate before the poll. Chatham House, an independent policy institute based in London, has stated in an analysis by one of his fellows that the February 25th presidential election showed that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, failed to learn new lesson. The London-based institute stressed that the electoral umpire failed to adhere to his own guidelines, which is emancipated before the poll, especially the one bordering on the uploading of results. INEC has promised that the result will be uploaded in real time in this election on the Saturday, March 11, which we are going to be looking forward to as well. So let's take a look at what is trending in terms of, on the social media, apart from the other news that we've been discussing. And let's take one or two and then return back again to you. Funshaw, if you don't sell land to them in Lagos, they will complain of Yoruba being tribalistic. If you don't rent house to or shop to them, they will complain. Now we are selling and renting house to them. They are still disrespecting us. Why are these? When you move to your region, and this is the issue between the Igbos and the Yoruba, that is still, going very heavy on the social media as of this morning. She also said they are calling Lagos a no man's land, criminal-minded. They say Benin are the owner. The same Benin that they are children of Ile-Ife, Ogunkill, those who remove history from the school. They are worried Ijebu, Ikorodu people must have come from South Africa. Again, a lot of tension around, these Igbo are taking Lagos State, and we might be touching on that a little bit later on Naija Voices. Asari Dokubo is also trending, a well-known warlord that has also kept his own warlord in the other part of the, the southeast in that area. But it seems that he's trending this morning. I'm not sure why it's trending. Hilary Peter says the attack on Igbos in Lagos by the APC thugs must stop down. Igbo people's shops are set ablaze in Lagos State. We don't know who have done such, but we expect the Lagos State to investigate these market at this particular time. That situation is very, very tense when it comes to the Igbo and the Yorubas, and we can see Apapa, one of the Igbo shops, trade plaza, has been burnt down this morning. So that is also trending as we speak. Ajegunle, the last one is trending. Ajegunle is one of the biggest slums in Lagos State. After multiple gunshots in the midnight, APC thugs, again, this is not confirmed yet, but these are what people are saying, set Igbo shops ablaze at Kirikiri Road, Ajegunle. One person was shot there. This is the fifth fire truck still trying to curb the fire from reaching a nearby gas station. Again, there's a lot of tension presently in Lagos State, and we hope that the Lagos State governor will be coming out to address these issues as quickly as possible so that we do not see ethnic cleansing or fighting between the Igbos and the Yorubas in Lagos State. Star Radio UK, it is the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'm going to return back to you again now in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Well, listeners, quite a worrying, some worrying stories there pertaining to the burning down of Igbo old shops and stuff like that. This is an election that has to take place now. We know that the Yorubas are saying that we want to have our nation. The Igbos are also saying they want to also have their nation. So I don't think, if the federal cabinet that is sitting there looking at everybody and saying we're not going to give anybody the chance to do so, now sit back and see what they are doing, as whether it is, those who are agitating, who are causing that, we're not very sure, but because some of the stories are saying that they are APC sympathizers who have gone around to do that. But we cannot accuse anybody for brought up authentic any information pertaining to that. But it's a sad thing that I've seen, and I hope that the governor in the Lagos State rises up and the various parties gather together and seek to resolve that issue immediately, so it doesn't result in ethnic fighting. We don't want anything of the sort. But I would just want to touch on the Chatham House statement before we run up. But Ms. Gold, I've been wanting to speak quite at some time now. We hope you are doing very, very well. We tell all the listeners, Ms. Gold says good morning to you all as well. Now, the Chatham House statement is a profound statement because it's actually punching holes in the performance of the INEC. But if you say that, well, they didn't, their own laws or rules that was governing them, the fact that they were saying that they were going to even publish all the results, the BDA, using the BDA to get the results in and making everybody know all those things have been good. Didn't happen. So Chatham House saying that they actually, I think that it's punch holes in the result that has been declared. Do you think it's the same way as I'm thinking?
Well, when you look at the report from Chatham House, remember that the chairman himself flew to London and gave assurance to the international community, because Chatham House is an independent institute, that INEC would upload the result. So definitely that didn't happen, for a reason known to INEC, and that has caused a lot of reason why Nigerians believe that the election has not been fair. And that is why, the PDP and the Labour Party have not congratulated Bola Tinubu. They are challenging that result at the court. So we're going to see how that is going to play out. But looking at what Chatham House have said, INEC, could not, give us a clear reason. But what we can say is, writing for the body, the fellowship, the Associate Fellow African Program, Dr. Lena noted that the delayed opening of the polls mean that the potential voters were also not able to vote, because some could not start voting until about almost 1 o'clock, and the polling unit was meant to close at 2. We saw some areas were still voting up to 6:30 p.m. So it is probably a deliberate act from INEC to make sure that this election was never going to be fair and credible, even though Buhari is now saying in Doha that it is credible and fair. Well, what can you say? He's living on in just about a few months, and I believe he's already tired and fed up after 8 years, thinking that Nigeria is a small thing to fix. He now realized that Nigeria is a big problem, and now the next president should take care of whatever the problem is leaving behind.
Wow, listeners, so right again, I'm not glad this is actually in the studios. But Saturday election is going to be taking place, and on Niger Voice tonight, we're going to be looking at what is the expectation for the Saturday's governorship election. Now, with the way the presidential and the House of election have gone and everything, it's not like a year after that election or 6 months. So he said, okay, we can bring about some serious changes, change some personnel stuff. It's not like that. So just about 2 weeks after the main election, do you think that they have what it takes to as a proper and a good result when it comes to governorship? That's what we're going to look at this evening. It's like 18 hours UK time on Nigeria. Bayomi, before you go.
Well, we'll be back at just about 6 p.m. local time in London to bring it on to the 12 hours clock, and that'll be 7 p.m. Nigerian time for those that will be watching us, and you can also work out the time across the world. The question is, what is our expectation this Saturday election by the time the results start coming out?
Well, you want to know more? You part of the program. All right, let me say thank you very much for joining in. I will catch up tomorrow, later on. Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, bye. Well, listen, that has been Mr. Olaimi Koiki bringing you updates from Nigeria. It's now 11:30.
Okay, we'll take a short interlude break, and then when I come back, we'll discuss more on the issues that is burning.
ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Akíọmọ ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tìlé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ̀ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹrù bo lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sì náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ń ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho àfikàn pọ̀pọ̀ sí amúkan yòókù bọ̀ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹ́rù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọ̀la àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tọ́láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé fi ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti dí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Akíọmọ ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tìlé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ̀ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹrù bo lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ̀ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sì náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ń ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho àfikàn pọ̀pọ̀ sí amúkan yòókù.
Let's come back into the conversation again. Mo kí wa pé a kábọ̀ sórí ètò yẹn padà. And we pick it up from where we were having the conversation. Let's just get everything back. The situation is quite tense in Lagos State. And I'm sure everybody is now understanding that to control your borders, you can't do so in Nigeria. You can't control that borders. It does not matter how you feel. Let me go straight. Eba ma ṣe ní kíákíá ni o, I need the kápẹ́ lórí ẹ̀. Ẹgbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín. You have a new caller.
Wọ́n àgbọ̀gbọ̀ wọlé ọláwọ̀ láti ṣe kiri. Wọ́n dẹ̀ láàkíyèsí Koiki Media wípé
ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò yẹ kán sọ. Àwọn ọdẹ gẹ́sì tó wọ́n àyẹn ìlú ìná ń gbé o, ìlú yìí la wà tí Lìṣíṣúná tó ń tẹ odò ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀fà níwájú lọ́ba 10 Downing Street kó tó wọnú ibẹ̀ o. Àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò tí Gbádébọ̀ tó ń sọ yìí ẹgbẹ́ bá wa bí wọ́n pé ṣé Yorùbá ni nǹkan ní Gbádébọ̀. Àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ nínú sọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ ó fi hàn wípé àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ gangan ni ìran fámìlì wọn ni wọ́n ti ń gbé ní orílẹ̀ Lagos State yẹn for very long time láyé àwọn Portuguese pẹ̀lú sọ́ọ̀nì mẹ́. Then another thing tún ní pé nígbà tí ọba Elégùṣì jáde pé nígbà tí wọ́n à ń ṣe agitation fún Yorùbá nation ọba Elégùṣì jáde tó kàn dẹ́rù pé ilẹ̀ Èkó kì í ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n jáde nígbà yẹn kọ́ tọ̀rọ̀ o. Ìgbà tí gbogbo Yorùbá tí wọ́n fẹnu kò tí wọ́n ní kán dá Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sílẹ̀ láti lè jẹ́ security guard fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá Èkó dínà yẹn owó ọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ o.
Wọ́n gbàgbé ni.
Wọ́n ti gbàgbé. Okay. Wá bíbò rán wọn létí ní Sátọ̀dé nísìnyí. And this guy in question Gbádébọ̀ lórúkọ ìṣe Yorùbá. Àwọn ọmọ máa ń dùn mí báwọn èèyàn wa tí a ti jọ ń gbé ní Western world. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ bímọ sí rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yóò pípé lọ́la kọ́mọ ní jẹ prime minister rí kọ́mọ ní jẹ MP rí. Torí gbogbo wa la máa ń sọ níbi iṣẹ́ tábàbà kó yìnbó fà wípé there's nowhere we are going nowhere we hold this country together. Because you are Nigeria is being colonized by UK United Kingdom. So iye ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn ọmọ Ìgbò náà sọ nìyẹn báwọn Ìgbò náà wà ní kọ́ńtà páàtì náà sọ̀rọ̀ kì í ṣe báwọn leaders wọn ló jáde ló sọ pé àwọn àgbàlẹ̀ Lagos State lọ́wọ́ Yorùbá. Anybody can say ìbára náà à ń sọ níbi ìṣe.
Àwọn èèyàn máa wá ní tábà wá lo gimmick tí kò bá ń ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe spare part but tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó ń ṣe spare part nísìnyí lọ́pẹ́ máa gba position mọ́ ní lọ́wọ́ ńkọ́ táwọn èèyàn bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kan.
Báwo lọ sí gba position Igbo integrate sínú Yorùbá system wọ́n fẹ́ yàwó wọ́n bímọ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ra property sílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ra lẹ̀ that shows pé wọ́n ti integrate Haúsá Fúlàní àti China ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ Yorùbá ni China ò máa kó wọn jáde lọ sílùú wọn ni Haúsá ò máa kó wọn lọ sí north ni Igbo invest wọ́n integrate sínú system ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pè ní Nàìjíríà tẹ̀bá yìí sọ pé Nàìjíríà lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ then why are you denying them?
Okay. Thank you so much. Like I always say, I have a lot of things I watch, and sometimes I want to share that with you. I'm going to share another one. Timori, Belawan Gawkers. I don't want to put Gawkers. They're very, very strong. And to more, I just see Dublin quickly. I'm going. Ẹ káàbọ̀ yà wá. Èmi ni àwa ni ẹ. Mo kàn fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ́kà ọ̀lọ́mọ.
Ṣọlá tèmi pín sí mẹ́ta. Alákọ̀ọ́gbọ́ láwọn èèyàn wà fún ọ̀ní àrùn jìnnà rárá. Ṣé wọ́n tún lò ó? Nítorí ó sọ̀rọ̀ ìbò. Kí ní gbogbo àlọ́wọ́ wọn? Wọ́n táwọn èèyàn kì í ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó pé wọn rórí. Ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìbò ní ibi lásìkò tí ìṣe kò. Bàbá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ yẹn bàbá wọn láti ṣe ìbára àwọn alẹ́wà tí Ìgbò. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe pẹ́ sílẹ̀. Wọ́n wẹ̀ pé àwọn tí Ìgbò kò wà láti ọjọ́ àti ṣe pọ̀. Àti ṣe wá ṣẹlẹ̀ alẹ́bàjọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹni ní. Wọ́n fẹ́ dẹ̀wà olùdíje àlẹ́ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní yẹn kìíní. Ìkejì ìlú kan àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yìí. Àwọn mọ́tẹ́jì síbẹ̀. Wọ́n nínú ìsìn tí wọ́n gbé mọ́tẹ́jì lọ ní máa tà. Tó ṣàkà àwọn Ìgbò náà wọ́n ti wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n máa kúrò ọmọ àtàní wọn lè gbé sípè náà. Bí ìwà pé ìwọ ṣe ṣáàlù báyìí náà, wọ́n máa bọ̀ fún àbúrò àlẹ́ mímọ́ tí wọ́n sí bí. Lọ́kọ̀ ọkùnrin àti ìgbé wọn lọ ọmọ ìlú wọn lórí bí. Ọmọ ìlú yẹn ṣe wọ́n mì pé wọ́n fi lọ sí ìbàyìí ni. Kò mọ́tà náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn civilized world náà. 20th century la wà yìí náà. Kí ló àwọn fún àtàkùn àtọ̀gbọ̀n náà? Wọ́n ṣe àwọn èèyàn ṣáláṣí ogun ọjà ìdáyẹ̀mẹ́ta ilé Áfíríkà fèsì ẹ̀. Afẹ́fà ìlú bá ń sọ ọgbà yẹn. Wọ́n sì ti mú ìwọ̀ mọ́. Sínú ọ̀dọ́ tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wà láti gbàdá fúnra rẹ̀ who will help us now? Tí wọ́n náà wí àwọn àgbẹ̀fà àti méjèèjì yìí. Wọ́n náà pátá tó ti gbogbo ti wá sí àná àwọn ti bìí àbúrà. Like who will help us fight this battle? Tí wọ́n ní wọn ní kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ mi jà. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀kọ́ tó kú ọ̀gbọ́n ní Ìgbò. Tí ọ̀wọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ lo àwọn pípò yìí. Wọ́n ṣe Ìgbò ní wọ́n ta sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó fún lọ́wọ́ ni. Wọ́n lè tẹ́lẹ̀ àlẹ́ yìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ́n fi òun lọ. Why are we fools?
Okay.
Why are we fools? Now we want to go on the glory. You won't say me, I will have got to this. I want to go for the oh, see, oh, she, oh, I explain for this. I will over this is one on this day. I don't know now. I don't want now. You are open and go over the water.
Okay.
I want to be body. Okay, now I want to bring it. Fine. Tomorrow, I get on. I get on the plane. But you know what you want to say? On plane, you want to but you say, oh, you want 5 me. 5 me. What do you mean now? I'm going to share. I do look check one. I want to be. You want to go right now? I get over share me. Now over share me. I just go. Now me, the Chinese. Who go over there? Say you want to. Not blame me go.
Okay.
You got to be like it's all about the day. Oh, you want to get here? What goes up there? How about the share? Oh, what? You want to go to the company people, you know, all the people say, oh, look, they know me. They will take that to some people, they will consider that. Find out. They will go to our country and take us there now. You will. Oh, need there.
Okay.
They will to me or more, need there. This is the one I will. Don't follow for what. I want to see all the child and then already. All the win way. Oh, how are you going to our play? Where are our play? People are there for us to fight people. Oh, Biafra. You will go to the way. I want to be what Jim Mr. Miller or you also want to pay they're all Irish, we're black in home. Oh, they are working no colony. Every time I was to know, say, I say, I'm the lover. I was that's what we relate to my way now. We are one.
Okay.
Anything that we are one, we are one. We are one for you, for you, what you want. But that's differentiates now. Oh, really? Oh, speaking of every week, I'm going to go. I was going to go. I mean, some of the money. But I want to have that one. But I don't know where is better than again. Oh, my God, they won't reach out. Get one to that. But I want to see what I need that. I mean, you know, I don't, you are out of the shower. Yes, I want that. That's what you for you. I'm sure I'm not. I'm not. You want for then they win. What do we want for now? I'm sure how we welcome to them. What's the matter? As for the call. You should not find anybody. The ones that go like my own Nigeria. You won't show up all the lower. All this lady, all to my only the money. So where was the book? Open the book of it. But get there, the book. Whatever, I should have been a machine. In the one, I'll follow me. Of course, she said, so that wish you. What did you go? We don't know what to do. Yeah, what did you want? I have to feel it for. I don't know what to do. I have one woman. On this room now. On this room now, on 40 minutes now. What the boy take me on the last year? I back on the hotel. I'm back on the hotel. I'm just now. I wish for that right here.
All right, I should go. All right, thank you so much. I should.
You know, it's all like a store. But I don't want to buy a party, you know. I think you won't show up. I don't know. I don't
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ Igbo sílẹ̀ tá a bá ti gba country wa it will be difficult to control our borders. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe allegiance pẹ̀lú wa wọn ní ṣe allegiance yẹn with the present situation that we are currently in Nigeria. I want to take your mind away. Ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Igbo sílẹ̀. Let me bring your mind out of that for now and take you into another angle. Maybe man will different things and I'll use that into the conversation. How many people know about these people? Or do you have a background of their history? Let me see if they have a video. Gawkers. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo video yìí. I do not own the copyright, but let's watch it.
Taking the final steps towards becoming a Gurkha. These recruits are the latest that will join one of the British Army's most formidable fighting forces.
After tó bá ṣe training tán, they'll become a British Army. Mo kí ìyàwó Happy Women's Day. Ìyàwó Felicia Jagbe grandma ẹ káàbọ̀. Mo kí gbẹ̀yìn ìyàwó tẹ́tí wọlé. Mo kí ìyàwó Comfort Ológunjà. Àwọn Gawkers yìí, why are they being used into the British Army? Ṣé kò sáwọn òyìnbó tó fẹ́ ṣe army ní UK ni? Kí ló mú UK lọ sílùú míì lọ train àwọn kan wá di ara UK? Until tá bá gba country tiwa, gbogbo àwọn threat tá à ń rí lọ́tún lósì la máa lè end ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá wá fẹ́ join ní Yorùbá country, Yorùbá army, not the Nigerian army tó jẹ́ pé ó ti wà infiltrated by the Boko Haram and the different terrorists tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n fún opportunity fún àwọn ethnic groups tó wà nínú ẹ̀. They rather go and recruit people from Chad and Niger into the Nigerian army. Let's watch the video one more time.
At first we were civil, now we are totally military. And at first I was very kind of nervous because it was a new experience, a new life for me. But also I was very excited because it was a dream came true for me.
Here on the hills of Otterburn, they are sharpening their battlefield skills. Taking part in platoon attacks.
Continue fire!
The final part of a demanding 39-week training program.
Kí ni mo fẹ́ mú jáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Gawkers is because láàárọ̀ yìí, ṣàárọ̀ yìí, I was able to come across one of their videos. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo new Gawkers pass rigorous test to join the British Army. If we remain in Nigeria, the UK also used the Nepal too to fight war. If you go to Albershot, you will see a lot of Nepal descendants there. Thank you so much, Mr. Idris. Ìlú wo ló ń pè ní Nepal? Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wò, just to start breaking it down. If you don't know who you are fighting, you will never come out. Mo kí ìyàwó Christina Ademola, mo kí Happy Women's Day. If you mama out the shot here, it's about 50 minutes from Waterloo. Mama. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo Nepal. Nepal, officially the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal, is a landlocked country in South Asia. It is mainly situated in the Himalayas, but also includes part of the Indo-Gangetic Plain bordering. Their population is about 30 million, according to the World Bank. But there is something that happened between them and UK that every year we have hundreds of them joining the UK military. They are very, very powerful, very strong. and they are ready to die after swearing in allegiance. We should be concerned, Gawkers. This is the British Army website. And this was as far back as 16th of February this year, so which is last month. Ẹ lọ wo topic that discuss níjẹta títí di alẹ́ àná. Mo fẹ́ rán yín létí topic yẹn. Èlé la ṣe lálẹ́ ẹ náà pé la ṣe láàárọ̀ àbí? Èlé la ṣe lálẹ́. Ìta ṣe láàárọ̀ lélẹ̀ tàárọ̀ lélẹ̀ mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ká tó wọnú ẹ̀ ká tó lọ síbi program.
Àwọn ló kí
fún mi ní revenue tí mo ní lóòótọ́ but at least wọ́n ṣe nígbà tẹ́ pé ara wọn nìkan ló fẹ́ gba country wọ́n wà láti àwọn criminal was able to achieve that but ibi tó achieve ẹ̀ mọ́ náà nìyẹn. Wọ́n gba country kan fún mi sọ fún bó láti kówó jẹ ibo láti. Èmi náà monitor gbogbo àwọn comment ọ̀wọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ gbókèwéńdà wà ní Port Harcourt. Ta ló manipulate? Àbàbà èmi náà fẹ́ contest ẹ̀yẹ ń lọ fún house of rep ṣé Muslim ní àbí Christian pounds or something like that. Ẹ rántí program eléyìí. Why is international community forcing us to live together? The Gawkers has been part of the British Army for a very long time. Very, very long time. And today, as we are taking our mind away from the reality, or our mind is still in the reality, our major obstacle that is giving us reason why we are still in Nigeria. Let's watch this video.
What does equality mean to you?
Equality means wherever you're born in the world and whatever your personal circumstances, you're able to make a valuable contribution in your part of the world and feel valued for that contribution.
What does equality mean to you?
Equality means wherever you're born in the world and whatever your personal circumstances, you're able to make a valuable contribution in your part of the world and feel valued for that contribution.
Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí ìyá yìí sọ ṣó tálè mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó ń affect ìran Yorùbá? This is the British High Commissioner in UK, Katrina Lang. They're talking about equality. Mo kí ìyá wa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Basrat, Happy Women's Day. Equality ni British High Commissioner sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ó ní wherever you are born in the world, níbikíbi tó bá ti bí ẹ ní àgbáyé, whatever your personal circumstances, gbogbo nǹkan kí nǹkan tó ò bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láyìíká ẹ, you are able to make valuable contribution. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ lè make àǹfààní ìrọ̀rùn sínú àdúgbò yẹn and feel value for that contribution. Ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé are we sure that our mothers, our sisters, our aunties, ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá wa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ yín, are we sure that they have the same value in what is known as Nigeria today? Tá ò bá wá ní value turn the right to freedom of potential ẹgbọ́n tó kọ sí bíbá náà níjọ́ wo la máa ní right yẹn? I'm asking question. Now, I want to come back again to the Gawkers. Kí ló mú mi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí wọn ni pé I was able to come across this video, the new arrival in United Kingdom. The UK needs only people, and that is why the UK Prime Minister yesterday announced to the world pé tó bá máa wá UK, make sure pé èyí tí a máa nídìí la fẹ́ kó wá nídìí sórí ìwọ tó fẹ́ wá yẹn láti ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ mú state mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ Ondo la lò lánàá ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ Ogun State ìwọ tó ń bọ̀ láti Ogun State wá sí United Kingdom a fẹ́ ìwọ tí ò ní brain èyí tó ní brain la fẹ́ àmọ́ a lè make sure pé prime minister ambassador wa àbí high commissioner wa a máa bájọba yín sọ̀rọ̀ a dẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí sí ti gbogbo yín.
What does equality mean to you?
Equality means wherever you're born in the world and whatever your personal circumstances, you're able to make a valuable contribution in your part of the world and feel.
Jókòó sínú Nàìjíríà ní Ogun State. Let's hear from our Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stopped the boat conference yesterday at Downing Street.
And once you are removed, you will be banned, as you are in America and Australia, from ever re-entering our country. This is how we will break the business model of the people smugglers. And this is how we will take back control of our borders. Now, this bill...
Can you the last statement to somebody? Can you the last statement to Prime Minister or somebody? Take back our borders. My question again is, how do we take back our borders as Yoruba people that is still living in Nigeria today? Ìpè wo ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí comments àwọn wo nìyẹn? Fad. Fad, can you kindly delete those comments? Fad, F-A-D, could you? No, let's respect our women. Can you delete those? I'm not going to delete it. I want you to delete it. Mubaini, delete it. Delete it. Well, like I said, ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní mo bẹ̀ yín ni òyìnbó tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn partisan yẹn mi ò gbọ́ yín ẹ mọ̀ pé mo lọ school ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ delete ẹ. And you're holding the program on stop. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, the Prime Minister of UK is concerned about the borders because ó fẹ́ protect èmi tí mo wà nú ẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn British citizen. Wọ́n sọ pé torí èmi wá láti Nàìjíríà even though pé illegal immigrant lèmi náà nígbà tí mo máa fi débí báyìí. Well, I had a visa, but again, ìjọ tí visa ẹ bá ti tán, you become an illegal immigrant until tó máa fi recognize ẹ. We have a lot of illegal immigrants in Lagos State. We have a lot of illegal immigrants in Ogun State. We have a lot of illegal immigrants in Ondo State. We have a lot of illegal immigrants in Oyo State, Kwara State, Ekiti State, and Kogi State. Is it possible pé a lè remove àwọn illegal immigrants? Somebody was trying to give us Fashola Shewood, but it doesn't add up anywhere. You know, Fashola did not do anything. But the UK is concerned about owó tó ń ná, problem tó ń ṣe sínú economy. They are spending £6 million every blessed day fáwọn illegal immigrants. Àwọn ò náwó fáwọn illegal immigrants tó ń wọ Lagos State, tó ń wọlé Yorùbá, tó ń wọ Yorùbá land, but wọ́n create a mess. What if it gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ from every indices that people are saying? But should we remain in Nigeria? Whether we are defending the land now for our politicians to save what is known as Yoruba land, but are we also not looking at whether our politicians have already sold the land? We don't know. I don't know the kind of relationship that Lagos State have with UK. I don't know. mo mọrú relationship tí Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún àti Amẹ́ríkà ní lórí ilẹ̀ wa because àmọ́ tó ń sàn lẹ́yìn àmọ́rú relationship tí Germany ní pẹ̀lú Akérédolú tó fi ń lọ sí Germany àmọ́rú relationship tí Kwara State ní pẹ̀lú Saudi Arabia but àwa fẹ́ protect àwọn politicians yẹn fún ilẹ̀ yẹn nísìnyí o kò ń ṣe fún politicians o ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa because argument táwọn èèyàn sọ nísìnyí pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fi làpálàpá sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká lé kíní ẹ máa gba àwọn òwe Yorùbá yẹn but àmọ́ kí ni ó wà nínú ẹ̀mí àwọn Yorùbá politician ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìyàwó Sarah mọ́mí happy Women's Day ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ̀bù rẹ̀ lórí YouTube comment section we don't know because àwa ní allegiance sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ǹjẹ́ àwọn ọba wa ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ní the same allegiance ǹjẹ́ àwọn Yorùbá politician tẹ́ ń sọ pé ká rescue fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó má bọ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ǹjẹ́ àwọn ní allegiance sí ilẹ̀ yẹn kí ló ń pè ní allegiance ẹ ká lọ wo English dictionary allegiance kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ allegiance tí ọba sọ pé kinní kan
allegiance
again already a ti mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ń wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá they are not loyal for argument's sake or commitment to a superior or to a group or cause. All they want is just come to Yoruba land, destroy it, make money, if possible, take our land. But is it possible? Is it possible in today's conversation that we can take our borders and then have people, because ìdílé mi ṣe ń gbé níbẹ̀ ni pé mo sì ní allegiance pẹ̀lú wọn, and that's why we're not going to talk about terrorism because it's not something that they like, but lórí ọ̀rọ̀ freedom it's okay, there's nothing wrong in that. Asking for my right to self-determination ibi Scotland náà béèrè, maybe kí tó remind yín lórí what the Scottish are saying ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ níbí báyìí.
Other countries were refused at first, but we have to remember, and this is a really important point.
Only this is an important point. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́.
That self-determination is an inalienable.
Self-determination is an inalienable
international right.
International right.
And a law.
And àti òfin. Nigeria might not respect it. Maybe torí pé Buhari ló wà níbẹ̀. Bóyá Tinubu máa respect ẹ̀ tó bá dé a máa mọ̀ in the next 2 months. Because àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tá a bá máa gbé àmọ́ bóyá Tinubu máa ní kó sójà síta kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa wá torí à ń béèrè fún òfin tó wà lágbàáyé pé inalienable right of the Yoruba people ni. We will know. A lè mọ̀ nísìn because búùbù ló wà níbẹ̀ nísìn dead or alive ó dẹ̀ ti lọ Qatar ó ń káàkiri ni president tó travel jù lágbàáyé lónìí.
And other countries will recognise Scotland's democratic choice.
Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fẹ́ recognize Yorùbá choice pa fẹ́ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà? Why is the UK doesn't want to recognize it? Why is America doesn't want to recognize it? Why is the international community doesn't want to? Because allegiance àbí ẹ jẹ́ padà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò lórí ilé ńbọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí bíbá because kíní yìí
allegiance
kíní àwọn wo ṣe politician wa ló ń control ilẹ̀ yẹn on behalf of us tó dẹ̀ fún àwọn international community tí àwa dẹ̀ ń rò pé àwọn Igbo nìkan ni problem tó fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ kí ló guarantee pé UK ò fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́? Kí ló guarantee pé international community ò fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ because ilẹ̀ yẹn gangan ni wọ́n need for their own purpose. What is the true meaning of this word?
Allegiance.
Loyalty, obedience to one country or government. Devotion, loyalty to a person, group or a cause. A ní loyalty sí Yorùbá nation la ṣe ń ṣe. A ní loyalty sí Yorùbá nation la ṣe gbé dání ǹjẹ́ àwọn tí wọn ò ní loyalty tẹ́níkà rescue nísìnyí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rescue wọn ǹjẹ́ amọ̀bi tí
allegiance
tó wà bóyá wọ́n ti ta gbogbo wa fún UK bóyá wọ́n ti sign contract pẹ̀lú UK pé ẹ ṣáà máa fún àwọn èèyàn ní visa bíi 10,000 lọ́dún. But yeah, we have this woman speaking on behalf of the British government in Nigeria. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ.
What does equality mean to you?
One big kí ni equality mean? Is there equality in today's Nigeria? Maybe when we have this new government that will take over, maybe there will be equality, maybe there will be rule of law, maybe there will not be the nepotism, maybe there because tí Tinubu náà bá débẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi nísìn tó bá kó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá síbẹ̀ subjugation náà ṣe ní in as much as it might please a lot of Yoruba people nepotism náà ṣe ní it's still the same nepotism tí Buhari ṣe òun náà látún sọ pé tí Tinubu yẹn làwọn kan ṣe sọ pé jẹ́ kí Tinubu débẹ̀ tó bá ti débẹ̀ nísìn gbogbo kan ló máa ṣe. Because it will still be the same problem. Tí Fúlàní ṣe òun náà ni Tinubu fi wá ṣe bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Ṣé tí Tinubu náà bá wá ṣe tán? Tí Tinubu bá ṣe tán, ṣé a tún máa padà sí the next president? Tóun náà bá tún ṣe the same nepotism, the same subjugation? Or how do we play this out? That's why we are saying to people that it is important. Yes, we want to rescue Yoruba land. That's why we are talking about Yoruba nation in the first place. Kò ṣe pé torí wọ́n fẹ́ vote. Bí kan ṣe lọ, nobody saw that it's going to happen like this. Some 2 years ago, 3 years ago, kódà mo rò pé àwọn tó ń rìnrìn gan rí. Maybe they saw it in a different way, I don't know. But what I know is the Yoruba nation that we have been calling for 3 good years till date has not changed, and it's not going to change because of the political party or the politics of Eba and Amala and Begin that they are playing in that contraction known as Nigeria. Move it out of movie king, Happy Women's Day Yawa Ogini Fike Ekaboma. Àwọn obìnrin nìkan là ń ké púpọ̀ lẹ́nìí. Once again, as we are fighting for that inalienable right under the United Nations, the African Union, that right of the Yoruba people must be respected. But our politicians, we don't know. So respected, we are respected. We are here shouting Yoruba Nation, calling for Yoruba Nation, but they are saying that I need the politics. Láti fi hold the center. Okay, center ti hold nísìnyí, but wọ́n tún ní the states tó kù láti fi hold them mọ́lẹ̀. But the Yoruba political party, the Yoruba land has been run by the Yoruba politician since 1999. Maybe because wọ́n tí mo center ó difficult fún wọn láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo kìíní ẹ̀ kó line. I'm still gonna do a proper program lé lórí. For those of you that are saying that, and these are the arguments of the YYF and Adeyinka grandson, that always say that we need the power. Mokin Yawadami, Fafiolu, Masaka Orukoyin. Happy Women's Day. Egbomidada. These are the arguments of the YYF and Adeyinka grandson. We are needing. We abati gbagbara ní center. A lè dismantle Nigeria. Ṣé fi pé Tinubu máa dismantle Nigeria kó tó lọ in 8 years. Once again, ẹ má bínú. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ jíire níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi tí ẹ ti ń wò mí. This is live. Èdè ní Wednesday, March 8, 2023, 18 minutes past 12 p.m. Yoruba land has always been in danger take back our border is a very, very important strategic. But there are also, people, we know that. Not just Igbo people, the international community would also love to take our borders. And border was strategic for the international community. So as much as we are worried, because by now, we are discussing in common after the amalgamation. Now, amalgamation ain't got considered no record after 100 years. But asking for this.
Other countries were refused at first, but we have to remember, and this is a really
important point, that self-determination is an inalienable international right and a law as well. And other countries will recognise Scotland's democratic choice expressed at the ballot box. They will recognise that because that is the route that many other countries have taken in order to become independent. And just to make that point, that international law is very pragmatic on that point. So we should have
impediment to Yoruba development. It's the impediment to Odua development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
It's come to an end, but ending here, in reality, a kàn pariwo na pé Yoruba nation kò tí wáyé. Okay, Timo Center, which is the main one, FCT, Federal, Yoruba President, Tinubu, Jagaban, Jagarudi, Odidebe, Oikishe Suru there, Obato. I don't think so. Because more kini relationship tí Nigeria ṣì ní pẹ̀lú UK. What is that relationship? So ṣé ẹ feel pé relationship ta ní pẹ̀lú UK àti àwa àti UK ṣé feel pé relationship yẹn máa tán now tí Tinubu ti débẹ̀? Is another question. The line is open if you want to engage. Ṣé feel pé ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ Igbo sílẹ̀ for now? Ṣé feel pé relationship tí a ní pẹ̀lú United Kingdom now tí Tinubu ti débẹ̀ á lè gé cord yẹn tó lè favour Yorùbá? Àbí akọ̀fẹ́ tún lo Tinubu náà pé kókò wà níbẹ̀ kó máa jù síbí jù sọ̀hún kó ṣáà máa package ẹ̀ títí ọdún mẹ́rin àgbé Yorùbá wọlé parasata ilé òkè ṣé Buhari ló dé kódà Tinubu náà ní right láti di Minister of Petroleum bí Buhari náà ṣe di. But is that going to solve all the problem in Yoruba land? Is that going ṣé ó máa cut the cord because cord kan ló ṣì ń hold àwa àti UK tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ ká lọ. And tá a bá já cord yẹn whether Tinubu ló wà ń bẹ̀ o whether Sanwó-Olú ló wà ń bẹ̀ o whether Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ni o Ṣèyí Mákindé ni o cord yẹn tó sì wà láàrin àwa àti UK tí wọn ò bá ti cord yẹn ilẹ̀ yẹn ò ń ṣe tiwa o ẹ kàn tanra yín ni gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. That land is not yours. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. The longer taba ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà ilẹ̀ yẹn ò ń ṣe tiwa mọ́ because that means pé relationship kan ṣì wà tó okùn kan ṣì wà tó lọ gbogbo àpapọ̀ okùn yẹn la fẹ́ yọ nísìn okùn yẹn ló ń difficult láti yọ àwọn kan wá ní òkè fẹ́ yọ okùn yẹn lóòótọ́ bọ̀ ẹ má tún jẹ́ kó gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ta ló sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ti gbalẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀. Now takes you back to the Gokak. I was watching this video. It is freezing, the headline, the British Army. The British Army knew Gokak. Àti sọ àwọn tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ nínú fídíò yìí because kí ni ìjáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ.
Allegiance.
tí wọn ò bá ní
allegiance.
wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó di British Army. Let's watch this video. I do not own the copyright. Airport làwọn eléyìí, UK airport. Let's watch it together. Ẹ jẹ́ mute mic mi so that interference ẹ̀ kó máa pọ̀ kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ rántí top mic mi padà.
Arrivals at Manchester Airport, 50 of the newest recruits to the Brigade of Gurkhas. Over the course of 2 days, 170 men have arrived into the UK from Nepal to begin their training.
And first I was quite happy to be selected in British Army, and I am quite excited for and ready for new challenges that came across in this training.
Once through baggage reclaim, the recruits are initiated into the culinary customs of the British Army, a packed lunch to pass the time on a long coach ride. The process began months ago in Nepal, when the men passed selection to join the brigade. And on the eve of their journey
to the UK, they swore allegiance to the king, his heirs and successors.
Mo mú bẹ̀rẹ̀ dání. Ta ló gbọ́ ibẹ̀ yẹn dáadáa? Kí la rò pé wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ṣe kí ni?
Allegiance.
This is why I am saying that kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá confam lótìtọ́ tó máa ní good
allegiance
sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. They are there for their own reason. Wọ́n bá marry, wọ́n bá bímọ rẹpẹtẹ. Kò lè dàbí lóòótọ́. Àwọn kan máa fẹ́ ni àmọ́ wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ swear ni. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lédè ló swear?
Allegiance.
Ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń ṣe business tó ń ralé tó ń ralẹ̀, ṣé gbogbo wọn ló swear?
Allegiance.
So, kí lẹ rò pé wọ́n ṣe swear?
Allegiance.
Ta ló mọ reason tó ṣe swear? Allegiance.
Allegiance.
Ta ló lè sọ fún mi reason tí àwọn tí wọn kì í ṣe ẹ̀yà wa tó ń gbé pẹ̀lú wa, kí ni reason tó ṣe swear?
Allegiance.
Kí ni reason táwọn ilé ṣe ń swear níbí báyìí? Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ibùdókọ̀ náà kí àwọn ọkùnrin lé ní àwọn obìnrin làákè. Kí lẹ rò pé àwọn tó ń gbé pẹ̀lú wa, kí ni reason tí wọ́n ṣe swear allegiance sílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Do anybody know that? I'm waiting for the comments. What is the reason why they are not swearing allegiance or allegiance to Yoruba land, whether they live in Lagos, Kogi, Ekiti, Kwara, Osun, Ondo, Ogun, Oyo, or Lagos State? Why are they not swearing these? The reason why is because they don't have the right to, and they have no reason to. We are all Nigerians. So why do they need to swear that? Why? Because Nigeria láti wà. Potentially because of the fraudulent constitution. Because Nigeria láti wà, gbogbo wa ṣì wà. But àwọn ilé ìnísìn tó fẹ́ kúrò ní Nepal, the first thing tó kọ́kọ́ láti kọ́kọ́ confirm ni pé kò ń ṣe pé kò ṣe training tán, ó gbọ́dọ̀ tún swear allegiance sí ọba àtàwọn ọmọ ọba. When we have a Yoruba country, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti wọlé, we will be able to now know ta ló fẹ́ wà pẹ̀lú wa, who wants to live with us, who is going to be with us, but we'll also have a strong allegiance to us. Let's go back to the video one more time without any other interruption. It's just 3 minutes. Once again, this is Koiki Media Live. And so, but we still here doing what we love to do.
That came across in this training, sir.
Once through baggage reclaim, the recruits are initiated into the culinary customs of the British Army, a packed lunch to pass the time on a long coach ride. The process began months ago in Nepal, when the men passed selection to join the brigade. And on the eve of their journey to the UK, they swore allegiance to the king, his heirs and successors. 3 hours after leaving the airport, the recruits get their first look at home for the next 9 months. and the staff who will be responsible for putting the men through their paces.
I'm feeling very cold. I'm actually from hilly region, but it's not this much cold. It's so freezing. My hands are so cold right now.
Were you expecting it to be that cold?
Yeah, I have heard from my brothers who has been in the army. They said the UK is very, very, very cold. Yeah, but I didn't expect this much cold. It's too cold for me.
So is your brother serving in the Brigade of Gurkhas now?
Yeah, he was previous years in
intake. Yeah, there are a lot of brothers who I know.
We're not going to use too much of this video. It's not mine. Shetiri Kotimon Tralati narrative tí mo fẹ́ yọ nínú fídíò yìí. And that is why the UK Prime Minister is saying, no. Ẹni máa wò Olúwa, mo kí ìyá wa Adébọ́lá Adoni, happy Women's Day. A fẹ́ just anybody. A fẹ́ àwọn èèyàn lóòótọ́, but a fẹ́ anybody. Let's go back to the UK Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak.
Provides the legal framework needed to deliver this in a way that no other legislation has done before. This is tough, but it is necessary and it is fair. And this legislation will be retrospective. If you come on a small boat today, the measures in this bill will apply to you. And this is just part of what we are doing. I've always been clear that this is a complex problem that can't be solved overnight and will require us to use every tool at our disposal.
So, àwọn tó ń sọ pé ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, but we don't know the agenda of these politicians, like I said, because they are playing a dangerous game by not recognizing us as Yoruba nation or even allowing our right to self-determination. They're playing a very, very dangerous game. And that is why here in UK is a fire up. And this is the 42 years old Home Secretary. Let's hear what she has to say as well.
Smugglers and other criminals breaking into Britain on a daily basis.
We have a lot of criminals that are breaking into Yoruba land on a daily basis. Our governors probably are doing their best, but their best cannot stop the migration of people into Yoruba land. But our town, Pariwo Yoruba nation, we are hoping that they will look into this before it is too late, because the Yoruba land is already in danger, not just Lagos State. Every part of Yoruba land is in danger, and we cannot do much because of the free movement of Nigerians, even though we know some of them are not Nigerians because of the porous border in the up north. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní southwest, wọ́n block àwọn ọmọ Benin. I'm sure pé ọ̀tẹ̀ ìjẹ́kọ́ wọlé. Then, Yawa, in the UK, there's a rule of law, duty of care. But in Nigeria, there's no rule of law, non-commitment to the duty of care towards citizens. And that's why when you look at this woman, Ijolojolano, in Innocent, she's talking about equality. Let's listen to her. On Big Bay, what is equality to you? You know what I mean?
What does equality mean to you?
Equality means wherever you're born in the world, and whatever your personal circumstances, you're able to make a valuable contribution in your part of the world and feel valued for that contribution.
Everybody should do lemon, the sugar tea, honey. But in reality, this is not happening. We have about 28 minutes so that we can take a short break. I'm still coming back at 6 p.m. For the next program. Okay, then consider Yomi _Nikki. Happy Women's Day to you as well. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa káàkiri níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi, tí ẹ ti ń wò mí. Orúkọ mi ni Ọlá Yomi Koiki of Koiki Media. So ẹ ti rí why the Yoruba land must be rescued before it is too late. And we can still do it. But it's not just because an election that has not favored us, the citizen. Because this election has been going on since 1999. More will favor anybody. This would have been better if they've worked on this before.
Àwọn àǹfààní tí ó máa wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ onílùú: ìtọ́jú ìlera ọ̀fẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́, àǹfààní fún ilé gbígbé, àǹfààní fún àwọn ọmọdé, ètò ààbò tó péye. Òkùnkùn paradà, ìmọ́lẹ̀ dé, èyí túmọ̀ sí pé a máa níná nígbàkigbà àti lóòrèkóòrè. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ló máa jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ nínú ohun gbogbo. Ọ̀yà àti owó oṣù tó fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ́ oṣù. Gbogbo àgbáyé yóò máa wá gbafẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá, èyí tí a mọ̀ sí tourism, ètò ìfẹ̀yìntì tó péye. Ọ̀nà tó tẹ́jú tó sì dára yóò wà káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tó múnádóko pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn fún gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀. Àwọn ilé-iṣẹ́ tó gbayì jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé yóò wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ètò ẹ̀kọ́, ètò àyè ẹ̀kọ́ tó dára jù ní gbogbo àgbáyé yóò sì wà.
And so many and so forth like that. We will continue to tell our politicians that are representing us, you have a lot of work to do. A lot of work you have to do. But the care, bí àwa ṣe sọ níbẹ̀, duty of care fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gangan. Àwọn tó jẹ́ èèyàn tó wà lórí ẹ̀gàn care nípa wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n àlẹ́ ṣe wá fẹ́ care nípa ilẹ̀ yẹn. You are more concerned about your own interest, not the land. Àwa làwa wà concerned nípa ilẹ̀ àtàwọn tó ń kó àwọn orí profit balẹ̀. But our politicians don't care. Àtàwọn ọba kankan, they don't care whatever is happening in Yorùbá land. Because tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n care, majority of the time Soleni would have been dealt with years ago, láti 1999. Bí a torí pé wọ́n rí power gbà ní center, but power ti dé center nísìn. Láti 1999, mo rò pé this ethnic card tó ní wọ́n play out nísìn, especially in Lagos State, mo rò pé a gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ rí. Láti 1999 pé ìyẹn nìkan wípé àkè ń gbọ́ wípé Igbo man náà làwọn ní nílẹ̀ Èkó tó bá wọn ní kọ́ sọ àwọn kọ́lọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Èkó ti wà látayébáyé, ètò bá àwọn Igbo ní kọ́ sọ Èkó ti wà. Kò sí ṣé mi ṣe máa sọ pé mo ní UK, èmi mo ní báwo mo ṣe ní ibà, bàbá mi ló sọ bíbà kalẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ ibi tó ti wá tó ṣẹ̀ wá. Kódà the Home Secretary yẹn ó sọ nínú fídíò tó ta pé àwọn bàbá àwọn àti ìyá àwọn náà wá ṣe wọ́n gbà wọn wọlé sí bíbá yìí tó fi lè bí òun sí bíbá yìí ní 1980. So this narrative pé Igbo náà làwọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kódà bó bá wọn kọ́kọ́ sójú, but the scare is pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbà nísìn nìyẹn ni ó ṣe mú gbogbo èèyàn nígbàyà. But láti 1999 àwọn politicians wọ̀ rí foresight yẹn àbí wọ́n kó kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ sójú. Ojú wọn ṣe ń clear nísìn pé Igbo fẹ́ gba Èkó mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Láti 1999 ẹ ń fi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ fi ta kite, ẹ fi ń pọ́n máńgò lókè, èyí tó bá ripe lẹ́yìn nìkan jẹ, èyí tó ripe ẹni káwa máa jẹ. Ó wá délẹ̀ nísìn ẹ wá ń sáré kiri. Yorùbá land will not be destroyed. The Yoruba land is for us and nobody can take it. It does not matter how people are trying to now put sentiment in it. Nobody can take it. Kò possible. It might look like wọ́n fẹ́ gbà mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́, but kò possible. Kò possible ni mo sọ. And everybody knows that. But the narrative that especially the APC is pushing out now is as if pé àwọn nìkan làwọn dájú. Like I said, this platform will never endorse any political party. Yoruba nation mo dúró lé lórí. Yoruba land will not be taken away from us, regardless of how people feel. Pé torí pé wọ́n play this ethnic card, Igbo fi gbalẹ̀, wọ́n máa gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Koiki tó bá tètè lọ pariwo níta nísìnyí, wọ́n máa gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Ilẹ̀ ọlọ́fíìgbà mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. àti mọ̀ bí ilẹ̀ òun gan wọ́n ti tà dànù fún wọ́n ti tà fún ẹlòmí tẹ̀ ń sọ pé ó fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ ilẹ̀ ẹ tí mọ̀ tó control Lagos state láti tà tẹ̀ ń pariwo wọ́n fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ ilẹ̀ ẹ tí mọ̀ tó gbalẹ̀ mọ́ ilẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ ń sọ pé Igbo kí ni arrangement mo mọ̀ tí láti Tinubu ní 1999 lórí ilẹ̀ Lagos state tálámọ̀ tó ń control Lagos state tálámọ̀ tó ti tà fún Babájídé débẹ̀ tálámọ̀ tó tà fún Ambode débẹ̀ tálámọ̀ tó tà fún ẹsẹ̀ wá ń pariwo ní 2023 pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ilẹ̀ kan ti gbà tipẹ́tipẹ́. I just pity a lot of us. They've sold it already. But ẹ̀yin ò lè mọ̀ èmi ò lè mọ̀ because àrí fact àrí document yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa sọ fún mi pé Lagos ni o. And you want me to buy into Igbo fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ when tí à ń rí traces China ní African countries so ṣé inú China ni wá dùn kó gba Lagos mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé China fẹ́ gba omi yẹn tó bá ní China ready láti ra omi yẹn omi àpapátá ìwò yẹn China ready láti ra ìyẹn lẹ́yìn tí àwọn sọ pé lẹ́gbẹ́ Igbo fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ I don't understand. Kò possible nínú sọ́sẹ́. I'm not gonna buy into such. Kò mí pé kò possible pé wọ́n lè fi gbà but kò possible pọ̀ máa gbà. Kò possible. 1999. Àṣẹ̀wá ń sọ nísìn. Wọ́n wá kùsà. Gold ní Ondo state. Àárín kankan ṣe sí. Ọlọ́run ló mọ iye ọdún tó ti fi wá òkú sáyé dànù ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ èmi fẹ́ nǹkan tẹ̀mí fẹ́ contribute ni pé ṣé rí wọ́n pariwo pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó irọ́ náà pa ọ́ they want people to now vote for Sanwó-Olú on the Yorùbá Nation movement yẹ́sìn ká wá máa pariwo pé ẹ dìbò fún APC o ẹ má jẹ́ kán gbé Èkó lọ́wọ́ wa o that's why it's just a game tẹ́ẹ̀mù náà play then wọ́n wá sọ pé Yorùbá Nation ti endorse the APC these are the game okay tí àwọn èèyàn wa personally tí n bá ní power yẹn láíláí mi ò ní jẹ́ kán dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú if I have the power to do it on my own. Tí wọn bá lè dìbò fún kárùlù Labour Party, there's no other party tó lè dìbò fún now. Why crying for Sanwó-Olú now? What has Sanwó-Olú done in Lagos? To qualify to come back again. These are the problems tó ní ìlú yẹn. Our people are just being stupid all the time. Ìgbà tí Buhari dé bẹ̀. First time wọn rí pé man is not capable láti rúùlù ìlú yẹn kò ní capacity wọn ní òkè kó tó lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kejì the second time was worst so that's what they are doing again in Lagos wọn náà gba Èkó mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ tí Sanwó-Olú bá padà lọ second time that Lagos will collapse kí àwọn èèyàn máa gbọ́ so irọ́ tó ń pa wọ́n they are just lying káwọn èèyàn máa listen sí wọn. Kí àwa Yorùbá Nation movement ká má bá wọn gbà rárá ká má bá wọn yẹ̀ wò at all. At the same time this British High Commissioner kí ni problem ẹ̀ jọ? Ṣé òun nìkan ni diplomat tó wà ní Nàìjíríà tó ń káàkiri or are we still under the colonial masters tó jẹ́ pé òun ló ń control everything? He's the one speaking out. She's the one going everywhere. Láti máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé you have to do this, you have to do that. So our people ó yẹ kí ká lórí wa gan o. Because this is a very delicate time fún Yorùbá, not Nigeria o. Torí Nigeria ti collapse. For Yorùbá nation or Yorùbá kingdom, we need to be careful. Ìwé tí àwọn British fi ń ṣe pẹ̀lú wa and other people láti manipulate wa we need to be careful or else nǹkan máa wà too late and get out of hand for us to have our land back. Gbogbo ṣé Èkó nìkan ni Chinese wà they are all over Yorùbá land all over ni wọ́n ti penetrate sí tán dẹ̀ ti take over all our mineral resources. They are all over the place. Why are people now shouting? Wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó. Ṣebí àwọn Èkó gan sọ pé wọ́n ń ṣara Yorùbá. I don't know how this game. Yorùbá ariwo nìkan la máa pa. We like making noise and do things just to favour us. Just being biased all the time. Èmi ò rí sí ariwo yìí o, ká má dẹ̀ bá wọn pariwo yìí. Kí Sanwó-Olú ó lulẹ̀, ìyá tó lulẹ̀, ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ti lulẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn just to ratify the APC failure ní Lagos State. Nǹkan tó ń try láti ṣe nìyẹn pé tó máa ń pariwo pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó, everybody will now rally around and say ẹ jẹ́ ká máa dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú. No, a gbọ́dọ̀ support wọn for that. Let us divide it. Let Nigeria be divided. Let we dissolve it. And let everybody go away. The Kalukulama sort the territory out. So, continue to contribute.
Eshigoni Yawa, thank you so much. Once again, Eshigoni Grandma. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ó máa difficult. Ó máa difficult kó gba lè yẹn mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ṣẹ́rí ìtọ́fi lè gbà mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, wọ́n lè ti ṣe láti paperwork láti 1999. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń difficult fáwọn ọba kọ̀ọ̀kan láti jáde because wọ́n máa ní a bit of inside information. I mean, okay, a fẹ́ lọ kí ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ gbéyẹ̀wò kí ló difficult kí àwa ọba olóṣèlú kí gbogbo wa wà lórí conference. Èmi lè má lọ kọ́ má bàa mú àwọn mọ́lẹ̀ but àwọn kan lọ ká wá discuss this Yorùbá in Nigeria. Àwọn nínú àlè ṣe yẹn nísìn. Ṣé kò ṣe pé torí pé wọ́n ń buy time? Because tó bá ń buy time, we are not going to be here forever. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu yìí nísìn, ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí clear sójú ó máa clear sójú gbogbo yín within the next couple of weeks and months. Wọ́n kò ní kó dọ́kàn pẹ́ bí ẹ torí pé mi ti pẹ́ sínú ìlú yìí 15 years ni mo fi kúrò ní UK. So nǹkan kan ọ̀pẹ lójú mi gbà tí Buhari dé, èmi mọ̀ pé ká tó dijú ká tó là 8 years ẹ̀ máa pé ó ti pé báyìí. So ojú òpin yìí ni ojú òpin mi èmi ojú òkan mi. Ó kàn máa dùn á pé ìyà táwọn èèyàn máa jẹ ká tó cross over yẹn òun nìkan lọ ní problem. Ojú òkọrọ àwa tá wà níta èmi tí mo kúrò ní UK for 15 years. Mo ń dé airport lójoojúmọ́ mo lọ drop àwọn nǹkan money full license nígbà yẹn. Mo travel ju anybody lọ because mo ń dé airport lójoojúmọ́. Mo kàn ní access láti dé sálẹ̀ pé mo fẹ́ wọnú plane. Nísìnyí mo dẹ̀ ti wọnú plane mo kúkú mọ bí plane ṣe rí. Mo dẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi fídíò tí máa sì fún yín ní ẹ̀pọ̀ àwọn fídíò kan tí mo tún ṣẹ̀ bá pàdé pé ìgbà tí mi náà máa ń travel tí máa ń ṣe àwọn fídíò kankan ní plane. Ẹ̀fọ́ yàrá wà ní plane tó bá tún jẹ́ pé wọ́n nìkan ló wà lórí síìtì ẹ̀ wá ń ná ṣẹ̀dá pátá báyìí wá máa sùn. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi láti Dallas.
Olóko ìkí bàbá. Thank God I'm able to get you this morning. God bless you. Nǹkan tí mo ṣe máa ń dùn nìyẹn, the spirit that is working with you, the spirit of God. Kóìkì ìpolówó kárí pé political blackmail gbogbo kìíní ìwọ dùn mí nígbà tí mo ráwọn Yorùbá world media náà ń discuss ìran fẹ́ gbé kan fẹ́ gbé. Irọ́ ni o, it's a scam, it's a political blackmail. Ọ̀gbẹ́sẹ̀kọ̀ ṣe came out like some 2 weeks ago said it boldly that even if I take by Yorùbá nation, Yorùbá will not be among. So they said it. Now they are trying to blackmail our people so that they can vote for them. It's still like.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ mú ọlọ́mọ àgbẹ̀ yín gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn.
See, let me tell you. Okay, now, look at the reputation by our sovereign independent nation. Wọ́n nínú wọn àgbà fún wa right. Ẹ wá ní Ìgbò fẹ́ gbèkú. So tẹ bá mú ìgbé Ìgbò fẹ́ gbèkú, ẹ jẹ́ ká gba nation wa náà. Ká lè dín pẹ̀lú problem yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Border control ni we take back our border. Àwa náà máa ṣe bí UK. A máa ṣòfin, a máa lọ́kẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gbé pẹ̀lú wa, ó máa ní kó tó gba British passport, ó máa swear allegiance. Kó tó gba British passport. Yeah, the same thing as US now. Anybody, in fact, but what I saw that Black man is a Yoruba guy, whether you like it or not. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe sí torí bàbá yìí, but it's even more negotiable than Tinubu. Now, anybody, in fact, kò tiẹ̀ jẹ́ Fúlàní, kò jẹ́ Hausa, kò jẹ́ Igbo kan, ó ní right láti contest level. Ṣèbẹ́ election pẹ́ fẹ́ wọ̀ Nigeria, and your constitution allow it. So why are you now shouting? Irọ́ ni gbogbo wọn wá pa o. Tinubu is fighting for his pockets. And let me tell all Yoruba nationalists, because Bobo can work with Twitter, or that Bankai video or something like that. Don't know, so Yoruba last let me tell you. Chairman, to my help work this Yoruba nation fight. We pay KAPC can lose it. Chairman, Bobo, Chelsea, never was it. You can help because you know why? It's a Yawa gbogbo àwọn tó ń dín àwa tẹ́lẹ̀ everybody will now rise so that we can be able to fight together. So if you really want to Yoruba nation, vote out Sanwo-Olu, vote out APC. And let me ọmọ gẹ́lẹ́bẹ́ ṣe fún Tinubu. Ó kàn ń wúlò kó tún ilẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ abáńlá lọ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tí ó. Sọ́kùnrin wọn fà lọ sí federal ká fi ń kókó díẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Sórí ká bá ti gba ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n á lọ jọ́ọ̀jẹ̀ ní federal. Ọ̀pọ̀ yẹn ó máa sá lọ kó Nàìjíríà gbé. So, anybody might be like, wow, kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú APC o. Please help me pass the message to some other institution gbogbo ni wọ́n pẹ̀lú ẹ̀kọ́ kan. Ẹ má bá wọn fẹ́ sí o, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bára wọn fà. Wọ́n fẹ́ lò wá ní, wọ́n fẹ́ lò wá lóde kò sí. Tinubu is business empire gangan kò dé fún àìjọ tá a bá gba ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn máa rí gbogbo corruption tí bọ́bọ́ ẹ̀ ti ṣe. Bọ́bọ́ ẹ̀ ti ta gbogbo tán o. Tinubu kò ní ìmọ̀ báyọ̀ orí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì Yorùbá influencers they are coming online. One thing that Yoruba heritage, I won't say Yoruba, they are Nigerian. Can you imagine? And do you know why they are doing that? They are doing that. You know, anybody that is saying they are not believe to be Yoruba, this Yoruba has introduced concrete. He has introduced violence, miseducation. One of the talk about Yoruba, poverty, one of they are poor people, they are miseducated, they are taught. So they are denying Yoruba just to please, let's say, Nigeria. So that is Tinubu character and personality. That is not Yoruba. Yoruba are wonderful and great people. So it is better for them to lose the election for our own benefit. Ẹjọ́ mo fọlọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ yìí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ dìbò ẹ̀mí ò sí níbi ìdìbò náà bóyá tó bá fẹ́ dìbò ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ̀ ló dìbò fún ọmọ nígbà yẹn. Let them die and give themselves by themselves so that California will thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyàwó lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Happy Women's Day. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni èmi náà ni ọmọ yín tí ó ń jágbe lórí social media. Mo kí ìyàwó Eunice Ládépọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn obìnrin akíkanjú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ti lọ kí ìyàwó Yèyé Lúfẹ̀ dàbí àná. Akíbámiṣé Àyànwọlá, Akíjùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè, Akítolúlọpẹ́ Arótilé, Akí Alátó rántí àwọn obìnrin ìyàwó Fúnmiláyọ̀ Ransome Kuti àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tí wọ́n ti lọ. We have another caller, but I'm gonna wind down at exactly 1 p.m. local time, London. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Quincy Kasson.
I'm going.
Okay. Mo kàn fẹ́ dá sétò ní ṣé rí ibi nǹkan bá bá ń fẹnu wa òun ló máa ń ṣe. Kí àwọn kan bá wọ́n ti sọ níbi ìgbàgbọ́ ìtàgé ẹ̀. Ó ní èkó òsì lára Yorùbá àwọn Yorùbá wọn lọ sí kankan. Kí ló wá ń pariwo fún mi? Wọ́n ní láti pariwo. Tí yíbo bá anybody tó bá fẹ́ wí ohun ìdílé bọ̀ àwọn òǹkọ́kọ́. Tó o kí ni ariwo tó ń bá sí pé Yorùbá? Ẹ láì kọ́ lu àwa Yorùbá nation. Láì kọ́ kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wá. Ẹ tó bá wí ìgbòho ní ìdílé bọ̀ àwọn lọ́wọ́ àti so happy. Nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ kàn fẹ́ sọ.
Ẹ ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn bínú rẹpẹtẹ ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn kan lẹ́bí gbọ́ nìyẹn irú ọ̀rọ̀ jagbajàgba ò lè lè báwo lọmọ Yorùbá ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé kọ́ gba lè kó mọ́ ní lọ́wọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó ní wọ́n máa gbè kó mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ wàláì. It's just that something will trigger. Mo kí ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa lórí ètò yìí once again we are grateful that we are alive. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí ìjìnlẹ̀. I spoke to the family through communication, and there's still nothing at the moment on our brother, Ijile Marcus. Case Ijile is still as it is, as I speak to you. The only Comrade Plan B, Eshegoni, Allow Baba Muki, wow, ilẹ̀ ti rọ́ rẹpẹtẹ of 79 listeners lórí MixLR is building up every day. Ilẹ̀ ní Koiki o, so ibi tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ ká tẹ̀ sí náà la máa tẹ̀ sí. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kí this is me and Ìjìnlẹ̀ nígbà tí mo lọ sí Turkey ní some few years ago. He's one of us and he will remain one of us. Like I said, I was in contact with the family in Turkey and nothing yet have any of the battle to wage and to war. Well, all I'm told that he's fine. That's the message I got from the family. I can't go into any details. He's fine, but we know that ibi tí yàn bá wà tí kò ń ṣe inú ilé ẹ̀, just like Baba Olóyè Sunday Igboho, is a very, very difficult one. Mo kí our princess Adébímpé, ẹ kú tọ́jú ọmọ yín, happy Women's Day. Wọ́n ní all that is happening in Lagos now is all political. I don't believe that anyone can overtake her. Oh, possible. Ẹ má kà buy into that. Mo mọ̀ pé ó ń mú wa nígbà ìgbà. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn Igbo tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó wà upsetting, just like ìyá mi inú tẹ̀rí wọn láàárọ̀ bí wọ́n ti fàṣẹ làbọ̀ ti ṣe business lọ. Ìyá mi Olúṣọlá David. Ó wà very, very upsetting pé Lagos is no man's land. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èdè kan náà wà táwa náà máa ń pè nílùú yìí, mo lè pè lórí live show, I could be penalized for such. But mo báwa náà láwọn èdè kan tá a máa ń pè sáwọn tó máa ń àwọn tó ní shop lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yín, ẹ máa corner shop yẹn ó ti yé yẹn tẹ́ wà ní UK, mo fi porúkọ wọn, ó ní báwa náà ṣe máa ń pè wọ́n. Ìgbà míì tó bá lọ rẹran, especially àwọn ìyá wa tẹ́ bá ti lọ rẹran ní àwọn Dustin, Beckham, níbi tí àwọn arábí yẹn pọ̀ sí, ẹ máa ń ta sí, àwọn náà dẹ̀ máa bá yín ṣe wù. Ẹ̀yin lè kọ sórí comment section lómi gbọ́dọ̀ pè síta, ó ní bá ṣe máa ń pè wọ́n. So mo mọ̀ pé wà very #free Ìjìnlẹ̀ and all this nonsense tí wọ́n máa ń put out, ìgbìmọ̀ ní ẹ̀kan ní àwọn Yorùbá wọ̀ ìgbìyà ló kó bá Ìjìnlẹ̀, ìyá ẹ̀ ló kó bá Ìjìnlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run dáríjì mí. Mo rẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tí Ìjìnlẹ̀ bá jáde ó máa wá rojọ́ tẹnu ẹ̀, àfi tó bá yẹ pé kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Yes, a tún máa ń pa àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ Mr. Dash Mayor, so ó wà upsetting lóòótọ́ kọ́mọ Igbo máa sọ báwọn làwọn Lagos is no man's land, but in reality they're just trying to survive, but they can have, look, everybody has a criminal intention in their head. Everybody. It is how you control it. Criminal intention could be, ṣé fídíò Koiki ní ẹ jẹ́ n download ẹ̀, mo ní láti sọ fún. Koiki kúkú tẹ pé wọ́n lè lo fídíò mi, ẹ lò. Ṣé rí ẹ̀mí tó wà lára wa yìí? Ìyàwó mi ò sí ilé, ṣé kọ́mọ yẹn sáré wọlé kí n gbà sí fún ọmọ tó wà lókè yẹn tí mo ti ń wò báyìí. Ìyá ìdẹ́ lè fi lọ wọlé o. Intention tó bá ti ń rò ó, tó bá wá continue lé ó lè rò ó, but tó bá ti mú ẹ continue lé lórí nǹkan mi nìyẹn. Intention òun ló important jù. So àwọn Igbo lè ní intention yẹn lóòótọ́, but in reality yes, wọ́n lè fi ní propaganda pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká lo Labour Party, ẹni kùnrin yẹn kìnnìkan àrẹ̀bẹ̀ tí gbogbo Nàìjíríà bá fọ́ lẹ́nu. Ẹ lọ wo ìjà tó lọ ní Ukraine àti Russia. Èmi follow ẹ̀ gidi ni o, mo support any one of them o. Rẹ́rẹ́ ti rún, rẹ́rẹ́ ó ti rún. So, and that's why táwọn kan ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ máa kọ́rọ̀ ìkó dogun o, because wọn ò ní gbà fúnra wọn, èèyàn kan ò ní gbà fúnra wọn òun lọ́ra ìjà Russia àti Ukraine. So ẹ̀yin gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, but àwọn politicians yìí ẹ sọ fún wọn pé kó padà wá sílé. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pé ẹ lè sọ pé látijọ́ ta ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation pẹ̀lú bí mo ṣe lẹ́nu tó lẹ́dọ̀ àwọn kan, àṣà pa any one of you, ẹ̀yin gan lẹ̀ ń para yín. torí lọ́kọ̀ ara yín gbà tẹ́ pé a máa rán àwọn èèyàn kan wá pa yín sínú ilé àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ ronú bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwọ̀ ever ronú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé ẹ padà wá sílé kó tó late tẹ́ ẹ bá padà wá sílé politics Nàìjíríà máa dọ̀tí yín rẹpẹtẹ ká tó kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà and that's what is going to play out this Saturday politics máa dọ̀tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá that we've never seen before because ẹ fẹ́ wálé nígbà tá a ti ń pariwo kò ń ṣe Lagos state nìkan ìjà ń lọ lọ́yọ̀ state ìjà ń lọ ní gbogbo state torí pé Lagos is just like the center of excellency bó ṣe máa ń sọ. Báyìí ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ mú kí n wọlé nǹkan sí ó tún dago 6 lágbára ti Elédùmarè tí a máa tún padà wá láti ṣe Naija Voices and the topic tí mo ní a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ni what is our expectation this Saturday election? Kí ni expectation tẹ̀yìn? We might open the phone line where you will be able to communicate as well. Maize Gold. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin mú wá kí gbogbo yín pátápátá àwa tá à ń bára wa jà lórí. I know our views will always be different. There's not what people go see kan náà. Our views will be different, but I'm sure tàbá pàdé ra wa àní bára wa jà. Ìyàwó Olúbùkọ́lá Saliu, happy Women's Day. I'm checking out now. But ní check out ká má gbọ́ you don see Igboho. You don see Igboho. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. King Mirado mo kí yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin pátá mo ti wá kó gbogbo yín papọ̀ báyìí mo ti kí yín. Thank you so much.
wọn náà lọ Nàìjíríà lọ sunkún ẹrí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n Nàìjíríà tó fẹ́ ní bí education tó fẹ́ ní bí health.
fẹ́ẹ̀lì ẹ má bínú ọ́díò mi ti wà muted lẹ́ẹ̀kan mi ṣe ń kí ìyá gbẹ́mílẹ́kẹ̀ ní ìkọ̀lẹ́ tó favour photos mo kí ẹ̀ka fún wa Jìnàdù mo kí ẹ dáadáa o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá mi Imam Ọ̀fà. ọmọ lánàá ni ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀ ó bọ̀ pé mi mo kí ọgbà ẹ̀yẹ tí wọ́n listeners wa lórí mixella bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Matthew mo kí ẹ Koiki Media team love you all so much ẹ̀yẹ ká ti lọ rest there ní ibo ló ti fẹ́ rí àní tí wọ́n bọ́ọ̀nù ọ̀dọ̀ ọdún mẹ́fà ọ̀nì ṣe á para àdúgbò dànù kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú wa so adèrèjì bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ Díyà Òjó and we end the program mo fẹ́ kó máa di 3 hours lọ ọ̀rọ̀ bá ti ń jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ máa ń àfi tá a bá yẹ pé topic yẹn bá gbóná díẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbò yìí dẹ̀ gbóná but à ń try láti control narratives yẹn kó o lè balẹ̀ mọ́ ní lọ́wọ́ díẹ̀ ọjọ́ lélẹ́yìí.
Yorùbá nation yìí ti gbogbo wa ni kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sílùú mìíràn.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.
Thank you so much. Bye for now. Everyone, have a nice afternoon. Wish everybody happy Women's Day. Okay, when you are any sisters or aunties were káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé.